comrades, today is June 23rd, 2025, and the current time is 8:20 p.m. Reports of a blonde, twin-tailed cat-shark-fish hybrid accompanied by a small crab are rumored to be walking around the Institute. If found, do not engage under any circumstances. Please respectfully let the creature be. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hello, comrades. You might notice that there is no game behind me right now, as RimWorld is apparently still loading, because when I first tried to boot it up, everything broke for some reason. As soon as I loaded in, I basically got hit with a giant wall of red text, which, if SPO or Alana were here to see it, they'd probably be complaining about how I'm not doing safe modding and it's breaking everything in half, which is very cursed. So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully this will be fine in but a few minutes. So I'll have to find some other way to dangle keys in front of all of you while I let this load. Hi, Alana. How are you? I see you see what's happening right now. Well, hopefully the game's gonna load soon. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Void. Hello there, Roblet, Alana, Hichi, Goldenrod, Skylet, and Marksman. Congrats the Marksman for being first. I'm sure you've all seen the schedule that I posted earlier, but basically, I am not going to be available for 2 days, basically this coming Thursday and next Monday, because I am spending an extra day in Canada at the request of a certain someone. So, to fulfill her request, I am essentially spending an extra day up in Canada, so that's why. And it's very unlikely that I would be able to make it in time to stream, so that's why I am not. Instead, I'm going to let you get all watch me play if it loads. Ah, yes, the game about backpacks while RimWorld loads in the background. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, which I actually don't know where Ray is right now, but I assume she's probably asleep because she's been... Where is the thing that has the... No, there we go, RimWorld boot waiting room. Because I don't know what happened, but basically as soon as I loaded up into the game, I got hit with a giant wall of red errors. A lot of it saying like it couldn't find certain files, which was really weird. And then as soon as I loaded into the save, it just immediately killed the UI and created a bajillion other problems, which was very interesting to see. So that was not ideal. I did not freeze my... Was I supposed to freeze my mods? Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay, then that's probably what happened. Alright, yeah, that's probably what happened. Then I think a lot of it was... I swear I saw the words Vanilla Expanded a bunch of times. So at this point, I'm convinced Vanilla Expanded is a very cursed mod series, and I should probably stop using it at some point. So, that's where we're at. We'll see what happens when the game loads, which it's definitely taking its sweet time to boot up. Vanilla Expanded. I'm not even using any Vanilla Expanded factions right now. Oh, the framework? Wait, is it the framework? Did they kill the framework? Oh my gosh. Why are they allowed to update them like this so fast? Hi, Ray. All right, well, let's see let's see what happens when it loads. Thanks, Ray, for 46 months. Don't worry, I'm gonna spend that money so I can go see you again because I know you want me to. Anyways, we're just gonna play backpack battles until RimWorld decides to finally load, which is taking its sweet time. Welcome to I play Source Wizard Lady, and I try to cast lots of magic funny spells. I don't know what I'm doing, keep that in mind, so I'm not even gonna explain anything that I'm doing. You're just gonna watch me fling things around and hope it's fine. This sucks. This sucks. This is fine. Take Nana, then that's fine. Let's go. Okay. So, anyways, hopefully you're all having a good weekend. No Star Sector this week. Probably no art tomorrow because every time I stream art, for some reason, everything starts to explode. So, in the interest of my stuff not breaking in half, we're not going to do any art on the morrow. And we'll probably try to do some other stuff. Guess the factor if mods not wanting to work on RimWorld. Trust me, our RimWorld streams tend to break a lot because I will try to install mods and those mods just start breaking for some reason. I don't know how it keeps happening. It's a curse and it's totally not my fault. It's totally not my fault or anything like that. I'm just going to blame everyone else for my own ineptitude. So don't worry too much about it. I'm sure it'll be fine once I find out what is happening. Was this playing something besides Bilateral waiting for the hour? Yes, we're waiting for the RimWorld load. Apparently, Vanilla Expanded Framework updated and broke something, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Like, do I just go to their GitHub and grab an older version? Or do they not even have a GitHub version anymore, and it's just like, no, you just get whatever the latest version on Workshop is? Because that would be really annoying. I don't know why they were, like, messing with the 1.5. Does this... Okay, how about this? If I can't get it to load, I'm just gonna download 1.6 and we're just gonna switch to playing 1.6. And I'm just gonna strip all the mods. We're just gonna just wipe it all away, except for the expansions and maybe RimHUD. And we're gonna just see how that pans out. But I wanna see if it loads. This game I'm praying will load at some point in the near future. I have faith. I have faith it will load. Okay. I think I take investment opportunity. I don't have any spells, so I'm just gonna keep taking these wands, and I'm just gonna keep grabbing every single wand I can get my grubby hands on. Like, okay, so the thing is, like, I get 1.6 is coming out, and everyone's, like, really excited for it, but I wasn't expecting people to be updating their 1.5 versions of their mods so quickly. Like, I thought, aren't you literally supposed to have version control in the folder structure? Like, there's a 1.5, 1.6, a 1.4, whatever folder, like, up to whatever you're playing. Why are they mucking around already? I don't know. It's weird. I'm sure it's something that I probably could understand if I wanted to, but it's fine. Oh my god, I finally found a spell. Holy cow. Oh my god, I can cast magic now. Alright, now we're cooking. Now we're gaming. Now we're I'm not gonna go through that much withdrawal, probably. I'm sure it'll be fine in due time. I don't like any of these items. Let's take the spell book. Oh yes, look at all that spell books. They don't do it now. Yeah, I thought, well, that's the thing. I thought they should be doing version numbering, you know? How goes the Void? The Void is pain and I'm suffering. Did Rim Waifu Streamer do a cheeky double stream? I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, but I don't think anyone's really watching on YouTube because that's a bit more of a dead... At least for me right now, that's not a very popular platform because everyone here I know comes from Twitch. Do I just keep grabbing all these wands? I don't know, like, what is the benefit of having all these wands? I'm just gonna keep grabbing every single wand that I get. Why is the RimWorld taking so long to boot? Like, what is it actually hanging up on? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find the, what's it called, the log. You know what's also really annoying? This isn't the only game I've had issues with today. I was playing City Skylines, and for whatever reason, that game has basically started crashing on startup. Not a crash to desktop, but it's just not loading correctly anymore, and will give me an error log as soon as error message as soon as I get into the game, and will just not load anymore. It is incredibly frustrating because I don't know what is happening, and I don't have a way to stop it from happening. And I wish it would just work. Oh my god, more books. I would not be surprised if my PC's dying. I also don't want to spend money on a new PC, which is kind of the other problem. Oh my god, finally more spells. I don't really have money to try getting a new PC update. I legitimately think my GPU might be starting to struggle a little bit because it's a 3080 from when the 30 series came out, and ever since I started streaming, I've obviously been putting under heavy abuse and playing some high-end titles as well, so I could definitely see it being part of the problem. Unfortunately, I don't really have a solution to that other than, oh my god, a snow cake. Am I going frosty here? Inflict 1 if you're 10 increase that. We're not really doing any poison though. I'll just take the book. Can I find another bag? Oh, spells! Spells! Alright, we should probably reorganize this. And I'm fairly sure the GPU might be starting to have issues, but again, I don't really have a way to stop that from happening. It's just the way it rolls, and, you know, hopefully I can get something to maybe replace it at some point, but that's not happening anytime soon, just because that costs a lot of money, and I don't have copious amounts of cash just lying around for stuff like that, as much as I would like to. Unless someone wants to, for some reason, donate to the professor's PC fund, which I don't expect people to ever do anything like that. So in the meanwhile, it's just I have to just live with it for the time being. Because what I run a 3080 and I run a 10850K. I think the processor's fine. I'm pretty sure it's the GPU. And the problem too is EVGA more or less is winding down, if not completely shutting down, to the point where I can't actually. You can't actually buy EVGA products anymore, which is incredibly weird. Like they're just like we're done. They're just like we're done. Oh my gosh, hold on. The log has straight up stopped adding stuff to it. What is happening? Okay, it's freezing at world tech level, which is weird. Hold on. World tech. Hold on, I'm opening up the old log. Okay, world tech. What in the world? Why can't it find? What in the world? I can't find it? World tech level is what we're looking for. Okay, so I need to go here, and then I need to open up the other log, which is here. Holy cow, I have a bajillion tabs. Look, search. I can't find it. That's so weird. Huh. Anyways, let's see. If it doesn't load again, I might just close it and try to reboot, and we're gonna sit here for another 10-15 minutes as I try to let this thing load. But I legitimately think I legitimately think the process might have froze and is hanging. In fact, looking at it right now, yeah, it's completely hanged. Hi, son, how are you? Let's just kill it. Let's just try rebooting it. I'm gonna try rebooting it one more time. Actually, yeah, let's try rebooting it one more time. If not, we might just have to try something else. But I do want to finish this run eventually. Like, we went through so much effort to get through this colony. I want to see this colony to the bitter end. No, I do have a mod that changes world tech level. It's literally called world tech level, I think. But I don't know why that one's causing a hang-up. But I'm doing pretty good. Ooh, Harold the Hate Waterbender. Sure, sorry, Kahil. I know you meant to complain about something. What did you want to complain about? What did you post your high quality reading in Discord? I think I keep forgetting how to freeze mods. I think that's the thing. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. I'm seeing a background. Hold on. That's a good sign. The fact that I see a Rimworld background. Oh, did you want? Can I refund that to you? I'll see if I can refund that to you later. I think I take Rainbow Potion, because this gets bonuses for every unique book. And then, hold on, let's move this here. No, let's move this here. And then Funny Potion goes here, but this thing wants to buff. Checks for staves. I don't have staves. Broom needs something to make it a staff. Oh, more books? 1, 2, 3. Oh. I don't need bananas anymore. We don't need food where we're going. We're casting big spells here. That gets me Ice Flower. And then I'm trying to remember how to I'm trying to remember how to do any of this. Okay, and then let's get. So if I move this here, Lantern Berry. Don't get as much buff here. Get another spell book here. Put this here. Let's go with this. You had chemistry midterm. One of your classmates came to you, said, "Let's do this together." And then halfway through, says, "Hey, sorry, I'm done. You're working too slow. You're some of your own." Did you? Oh, one of those types of classmates who just like, I'm already ahead of you. Bye. I get that feeling. That's kind of a dick move to do, though. Especially like if both of your grades are riding on it, to just abandon you middle of your project or your work. Okay, so I got these now. Okay, so I still don't have any staves. Okay, wait, I think I know how I'm supposed to do this. Wait a second, I think I see how I'm supposed to do this. How do I... Is it worth getting the hat? For every legendary, epic, common, and rare... I mean, the books are kind of rare. And epic. I feel like it's appropriate for me to have a hat, right? It's too much effort to slot in. Our mains are natural enemy. Am I a natural enemy now? Why? I haven't done anything wrong. Well, I guess my my rampant, unsafe Rimworld modding would probably be considered wrong. So fair enough, I guess. Oh, there we go. I don't even know if this fits. Oh, I have a chance to critical hit chance. Oh wait, this thing is like not really useful for me. Get rid of the banana. thing is actually not helpful to me in any capacity. I need to resort this eventually. Anyways, Cahill, I hope your day gets better. That's really unfortunate that your group mate was kind of a dick and just left you, abandoned you. Oh my gosh, I can't punch through all that shield. Oh no, I'm dying. By the holy light, Fortuna's kiss. More stats on unidentified skill. Let's go. Oh baby, I got the item I wanted. That's pretty sick. Okay. So I need armor and shield. This one gets bonuses from light items, which is over there. So I need to move this book here. Rotate this one face down. I need more spells, dang it. Oh my goodness, I can finally upgrade the staff. Alright, there we go. We're turning this around. Gain 2 buffs associated with release. I don't think that's really worth grabbing right now. Take the bag and see if we can just grab more bags to fill out the slots, and we'll get more items after this. Anyways, I don't know why this RimWorld is just freaking out on me. I'm gonna check real quick to see if it's loading. Let's see. We're reloading it. Okay, so it loaded. Twitch toolkit. Yeah, it's hanging up on... I'm sure it's trying to load something after World Tech level, but it seems to be hanging there, and I don't know why. Hold on. What if I remove that mod? Because, okay. Well, no, I think it assumes that... I think it actually says that it managed to load World Tech level. Maybe what's after World Tech level on my list? Hold on. It's towards the bottom. I don't know why that's freaking out. Everything else should be fine. We'll give it a few more minutes. If it doesn't load again, we'll try again. Yeah, and that was a really close victory. I need more spells, dang it. Give me more spells. I need more magic. Alright, more spell books. I don't have any staves. At least I have this funny book here. I want more funny books. I think shield's okay. I'll take the shield. Then you rotate that like this. No, I have to remove the mod. Oh, hold on. It's loading. God, I forgot this thing is 14 gold. That is stupid expensive. We'll reorganize this in a bit on next round. Oh, cupcake staff, finally. Things I can use to defeat my foes in the grand battle. Alright, hold on. Okay, it looks like most of the errors are gone. Okay, so... What is MVCF? Hold on, that seems to be what was hanging the game. What is MVCF? RimWorld MVCF. Multi-verb combat framework, which was added to vanilla expanded framework. Oh my god. Okay, so it's been removed. Okay, so it's removed in the new version. That's good to hear. All right, let's load the game, and I'm gonna pray that everything loads fine while I try to slam more faces here. Let's get this new staff. Oh baby, look at that! Look at those staffs. Wait a second, hold on. Let's reorganize this. I have things that need to be put in the right spots. Okay, so first of all, this thing. Let's put this here, and then I need to put staff 1. No, can I put it here? No. I think here's fine, because then you need to move this here. Okay, so then we need to do book, staff, probably book, because these check for for frost spells. Didn't I have a frost spell? Ice flower. Okay, so then I can put shield in corner. This checks for cold items. I can put 1. I'll put the light book over here too. Rotate this one this way. Put the dark spell here. And then I can put Lanternberry here. Put more books. Supposedly, the more books you have, the higher the chance of finding spells. I don't know if that's true or not. Quite frankly, I'm not inclined to believe it, because this game has not given me any spells that I wanted. Okay. Rimworld did boot up. Thank God. However, I'm in the middle of this run, so I'm gonna finish this run up before we actually play Rimworld. I'm so sorry. I'm already, like, knee-deep into this. Let me finish this first. I'll speedrun this, okay? I'll speedrun backpack battles. Take the spell. Do I take Cupcake? Cupcake runs every... triggers faster every food. We don't have additional food. I am not sorry, you're right. Listen, I'm already in the middle of this run. I'm gonna finish this run. Alright. My terrible sorcerer build is not working. Oh, that was it. Okay. I lost. GG. I still got +6. So good. Bronze tier. Let's go. Alright, I'm done. Alright, now we can actually play the game that we're actually here to watch. I think I hide this one. There we go. Welcome to Rimworld, where hopefully everything... Oh, Lord. Alright, well, that's not a good sign. Okay. So I'm at 60 TPS. At 3x speed, I go up to 160, 170. At 4x, it doesn't go any higher. About to 200, so it's not ideal. So I can't even make it to 300. Okay. If I turn Rocket Man on, will that make it any faster? No. Rocket Man actively made it worse, I think, actually. Okay, so we're just gonna not turn that on, and I'm going to get rid of Rocket Man. We're gonna finish this run today. I want to be done with this run so I can move on to, like, better things, okay? This run was fun, but like all good things must come to an end, and I am ready to put this one to an end too. Alright, where's SPO? Okay, so can't call any trace. I think we're just gonna boot. We're just gonna start the boot up sequence. I'm just gonna start the boot up sequence, and I'm just gonna pray we survive. We have turrets. In many places, I'm sure we'll be okay, probably. Go. Alright, I saved right before, so hopefully we make it. We have to pray that all of our comrades will survive, and I'm gonna hope Bashi's... The problem is Bashi, unfortunately, will not be able to escape, because I don't have a mod that allows animals to go on to the... What's it called? Onto the ship, which is quite tragic. So Bashi will be left alone on this realm. Just... Oh, I don't need a mod for that? Wait, can I actually just carry Bashi into this thing? Why is everyone having mental breakdowns all of a sudden? Oh, we're getting raided already by the Alphonth Neck Hive. Oh, wait, you can do that? Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that then. However, we're getting attacked by a Mech Hive, which is also not fun, and everyone's having mental breaks. So let's get ready to rumble. So Ronnie is out there dying, probably, so that's great. One of our better gunners is now caught out of position. In fact, a lot of our comrades are out of position. Yep, alright. Yep, they're just going for Ronnie. Well, that sucks. Oh my god. Now we gotta go save a Ronnie from death. I think we have a lot of turrets that can at least do something. Is it just a Scyther? Maybe we can just go quickly rescue a Ronnie. Kinmore does have a minigun ready to go. Have Kinmore get ready to gun this thing down. Hopefully Marksman doesn't explode. Holy cow, that's a lot of bullets. Maybe let's go to Snapshot for you. Alright. So far, so good. Alright, so Ronnie's gonna live. In theory. That is a Lancer that is gonna do a lot of damage. We gotta get over there quickly. You get on the Aberdeen, and let's get you moving. How many days? We have to survive for 14 days, I believe. There's also a defoliator here, which is annoying, but not that scary. What does it mean there's a bunch of Yorkies about to come in? Alright. If we rescue a Ronnie, SBO's trying to fend off that other one. You get on the car. We're just gonna run over this Lancer real fast. Who's dying badly? Alright, so you're dying. SBO's managed to take a couple shots and is now dying as well. Alright, let's quickly have you just stabilize the poor guy. Just run this over. Okay. There's one left down here that requires murder. Trying to go for the turret. Okay, so SBO's... Hopefully SBO lives? We'll find out in a second. We also got to get rid of the Psychic Droner here, which is going to be a real problem. The problem is there's a Centurion over there, which I also don't like. Let's undraft you, undraft you. Just gonna have the Aberdeen run over that poor guy. I see you there, you little goober. Alright, SPO is... SPO might not survive this, actually. Is SPO really gonna die within the first, like, 5 minutes of this stream starting? Is that actually what's about to happen? Oh my god. Zeopolster's not very good at... Oh, because he's got cataracts. He can barely see the injuries that he's trying to tend to. Great. Alright, I'm sorry, SPO, but I think you're dead. Took like 5... Took barely any time for... Yep. Letter label farm animals wander in. Okay, so... 3 Yorkies have arrived. Oh my god, I can't believe SPO's dead already. Are you kidding me? He just started. That doesn't bode well for this. Alright, I need your gear. I'm sorry, SPO. Your gear has to get passed on to someone else. At least Ronnie's alive. Greywind can't fight. Steve gets your gear. Yeah, okay, schedule. Okay, so we're gonna assign Steve gets the charge rifle set, so you get the rifle, and then we'll figure out the rest of your stuff in a second. Okay. Okay, so then drop, put on the armor, helmet, and then grab the medicine. Okay, grab the munitions while you're at it, too. Okay. And then you might want to also grab your Luciferium. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, SPO. You weren't supposed to die so early. Oh. Where'd our cargo? Alright. Get him off of this. We gotta get rid of that other thing. Then I gotta bury SPO too. Listen, we knew this was gonna be rough. We accepted this as our fate. Alright. I have a bunch of mortar shells. I'm gonna just bomb this. Because I can't let that live any longer. Who's got a pretty good shot? Mad Max Chan is not very useful right now. Maybe Kinwar can do it. See if Kinwar can bomb it. Thankfully, it shouldn't be too difficult. Worst comes to worst, we just have everyone hide out in the center. Thankfully, we should be making more munitions. We should have unlimited ammo for all of our turrets. If we need more, we'll just order more made. Which we have lots and lots of ready to go. Alright, there we go. So we activated them, that's fine. Trying to get rid of the droner, which thankfully Kinwar's actually a really good shot. Kinwar actually hit all of those. Okay, so then let's quickly turn you on over here. Bashy is... That's not Bashy. Bashy... Okay, let's get the Yorkies inside. Hopefully the Yorkies are smart enough to move. Don't know if these turrets have enough munitions to hold off that wave, but let's see. Okay, where is Mad Max Chan? Okay, let's have you get over here. I need to get Mad Max a different weapon, but I think she'll have to survive with whatever she's got right now. Look at those turrets go. Alright, let's get Kinmore out here too. Actually, these turrets should probably be enough. Really, the biggest threat is the Centurion and the other thing, but that's not that big of a deal. And Marksman's about to die. Guaranteed, Marksman's about to walk in front of the line of fire of some of these threats. Yes, we are running out of munitions. I do need to make sure these stay topped off, so let's see. Let's reload this turret. We have the ammo for it. Listen, we're gonna survive, alright? We will survive. We have 14 days remaining. Yay. Alright, hopefully Kinwar doesn't die here. And then, oh, Kinwar's getting shot at too. That was a pretty nasty shot. Where did you get shot in? To the heart. Alright, Mad Max is not a doctor. Greywind is my best doctor. Okay, so I need Greywind over here ASAP. And then I need Kinwar to... You need to self-stabilize now. I'll have someone tend to you in a second. There we go. Just patch up your heart wound. I don't know how to fight these things, but I think if I just apply enough bullets to it, it'll probably die. Okay, so then you're gonna tend here, and then you're gonna just keep reloading these for the time being. So these are 4. That thing can't have enough bullets for everything. Okay. Need to grab more ammunition as well. Worst comes to worst, I might have to pull Kinwar back out into the front. Yeah, because they're shooting themselves. Okay, alternate strategy. Let's have... So, Dreamag... Let's get you in the Aberdeen now. Let's tend to this. Let's tend to this problem. And by tend to it, I mean we're gonna run over things. Alright, let's get running. Let's get rolling. The turrets, unfortunately, might die, which is gonna be a pretty huge setback, so I don't want it to die. I'm gonna take a bit of a risk here trying to repair it while under fire. Just a little bit. Just to keep it alive. Actually, I think if I move Kinmore here, I think he can shoot from this position. Go here. Oh my god, he's under fire. He won't move there. The turrets might be dead. Where's the car? Alright, here we go. Let's run them over. Just run it over. Come on. Get rid of these Lancers. This is unfortunate, but I can't let these things cause me any more pain. Come on. Actually, can a truck defeat a Centurion? Amazing. So, remember, these vehicles are very overpowered, and we are absolutely not using them anymore in the future. We're gonna rely on the cooler, more normal ones that Rimmel provides in the new DLC. Hello, Flaming. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully, you're having a good evening. Get everyone tended to. Let's just recover. All right, unload you, and then Mad Max needs to sleep, which he's not had any rest yet. It's 3 a.m. in the game. So yeah, anyways, welcome to the finale episode of the Grand Caravan. So hopefully we make it. I'm hoping we make it to the bitter end, but it's gonna take some time. 13 more days remain. We've already lost one person. We are down to whatever amount this is. Let's see. Who do we not have allocated yet? I know we had a few people that aren't allocated, so let's just quickly allocate this person. Alright. The one named Betty Love is now actually named Sai, so Sai gets to be in here now. Sai is not really capable of fighting with guns, but pretty good at fighting with her fist, which is nice. Problem is we don't really have a lot of melee weapon options, I think. Wait, hold on. What do I have? I might have something. Disposable rocket launcher is also really handy. Let's get these slag chunks out of here, because I know we need more steel, and this is going to be easy steel that we can utilize and abuse. Okay, let's do that real fast. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Mad Max Chan quickly... Let's bury Espio now. So we at least get a mood buff from that, because everyone else is on the verge of mental anguish. Because Espio was unfortunately our head traitor, and because of that, Espio was well regarded by the colonists. Let's bury the poor guy. And then I'm gonna probably assign the new role to whoever's got a semi-decent social score. Probably Sai. Let's quickly run the funeral. There we go. Let's get everyone over there. Oh, that's really funny, because they're not considered on the map. They don't partake in the funeral. Yeah, Espio's well regarded by the colonists. It's a fantasy game, wow. I can't believe you would say Espio's not a well-regarded member of the community. Wouldn't you call someone who made a mod that allows you to farm the tails of various other races and species a quality member of the community? Okay, I'm just gonna do this real fast. Let's give Sai the opulent. Okay, we don't have a... Where's Sai's pawn? Okay, so I'm gonna do architecture. I need to go to ideology, ritual spot. Just dump this over here, and then we're gonna assign role change. Put Sai in as the merchant. Okay, go. Yes, go. Do this. Wait, I thought that was an actual mod. Did he never actually release it? I can't believe this. Where's Espio when we need him to stand to atone for his at this trial? Where's Espio when he must answer for his crimes? There we go. All right, so at least this will get people. I'm just trying to minimize the mental anguish that everyone's dealing with right now. Because look at Steve's mental state. Oh my gosh, failed role change. No, there was enough people. Amazing. Alright. How much more time do we have left? 13 more days. And then we'll... Once I think we're close enough, we'll start dumping people on Crypto Sleep Caskets. Actually, you know what? Let's just put Bashy in there now. I don't want to have to worry about Bashy running around and starving to death. Where's Bashy? Alright, Bashy. Just gonna... Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait, I can't carry Bashy. Okay, so I think what I need to do is I need Bashy to naturally go to his bed at night. Or I teleport him onto this thing, because I can't actually manually carry an animal. Which is really weird. You'd think that you can carry small animals like, I don't know, Yorkies and other stuff, but apparently you can't, so... Once night falls, Bashy should just naturally walk over to his sleeping spot, and then I will give him some anesthesia. And hopefully not accidentally click euthanize, which is a very real possibility. And that should be more than enough. Also, we are running out of munitions. This stream mag needs smoke leaf. I don't know if we have any smoke leaf sitting around. Don't have any smoke leaf flying about. Which is a bit of a problem if he's looking for smoke leaf. Oh, we do have smoke. We have 150 smoke. Why do I have 150 smoke leaf joints? Okay, that's concerning. Now, why don't you refine at the smelter so I can get some of these out of here? Let's get... Oh my gosh. Ah, the Finfaron have begun besieging us. The people with the funny tentacle masks. Or as I like to call them, the Great Mind Flayer LARPers. Alright, also let's undraft you. Get you back on the mortar. There are 15 shots remaining. There are 15 targets to be had. Let's go bomb them. It shouldn't be that difficult. Couple well-placed shots. And they should probably give up right away. The main issue is I actually don't have munitions again, so I need to make more bullets. Yeah, okay, so what do we need to do is I'm gonna have... Okay, you keep grinding here. You're gonna reload the turret, that's fine. We're dropping the munitions off this way. Eventually they'll stop building this. We've already knocked one of them down. Okay, are they gonna drop any other shells, or is it just illumination? Alright, just keep bombing them. They'll give up eventually. Alright, so now they've given up. Cool. Okay, now we're just gonna get everyone into combat stance. You can't fight. You got 2 knives. 3 mag doesn't even have a gun. Some of these turrets don't even have bullets. Kinmore has a minigun at the very least, so let's just let Kinmore hold the line. Get Steve also positioned over here. Arani seems to be ready to fight again. Oh no, they're trying to burn the turrets. That's a problem. I prefer if they didn't. I would gladly prefer if they didn't do that. Thank you very much. Actually, Kinmore's got to reload this stupid thing, which is gonna... Okay, you need to move. Get out of the way of the turrets. Let the turrets do their thing. Okay. You stay here. You stay here. Let's get these 2 up here. They're gonna try to do what they can. They're not gonna be able to fight through the turret, I think. Okay, that one... You know what? Just pull out your... No, just go over here. Melee attack him. You got a minigun. He's trying to kill the Yorkie. Marksman's ready with a sword. Greywind, you need to get ready to be Doctor. This one needs to shut off temporarily. Turrets down here also don't have any munitions. Okay, so you melee attack this thing. He can't live that long. You have a shotgun. Let's get you positioned. Okay, so the Yorkies are starting to die. Where is the important Yorkie? Thankfully, this important Yorkie has managed to stay safe for now. Okay, so that one's fine. Quickly execute him. And then finish this one off. Alright, so you have weapons. Who has a shotgun? Zeopos, there's a shotgun. Get that shotgun out. Okay. Actually, we did lose a turret, which is a bit of a problem. Alright, thankfully Buckshot handles most threats that are unarmored. So they just kind of fall very, very quickly. Alright. I should be able to undraft everyone now. Okay, undraft. Let's just execute everyone. strip them for gear, and then we'll see what they have. I'm not gonna capture any of these fine individuals because they're not worth it. They're not worth the air that they breathe. And so, like all things, like all enemies of ours, they must perish. For our survival. Also, hi Waha, I see you in the other chat too. Just casually hanging out over there. I'm sorry, I just saw that message. Alright, so now we can at least handle this. Okay, so Kinmore is probably ready to go. Unload this. Okay. They had a lot of gray gear. They had a lot of flare guns too. Let's grab the flares. I don't think any of these really matter. The tack vest is fairly handy, so I think I might strip those off too. Let's grab that. Okay, because that way they should be able to carry more if they have a tack vest. Yeah, so now you got more to carry. Now we gotta rebuild this thing, which I don't even know if we have enough metal to do that. And then over here is a decent chunk of set of metal that we can at least abuse. So we'll allow that. Grab the components for sure, and grab the barrel, which we will need to build more other stuff. That should be enough to get us started. This thing is still over here. I don't really want to deal with that, so I think we'll leave it be for now. The other option that I have is I could call in some traders if I ever feel like we're really struggling, although they will take 24 hours to arrive. There are 13 days still remaining. Probably more closer to 12, but we'll see. Or, yeah. I'm really excited for 1.6. So, okay, so if they announced it last week, or was it a week ago? That means the expansion will drop on what? Probably a Friday? So I wouldn't play it on stream until the following Monday, right? Which I think would be fine. And that'll be okay. I think most mods, the QOL mods that I need, Rim HUD primarily, and maybe like a few other things, hair mods and stuff would probably be updated by then, so it should be okay. I think these Yorkies are dead. I don't really want to go rescue them. Kinwar's about to have a mental break, unsurprisingly. All barracks sharing a bed. Nuzzle, dunce, chronically ill. Oh yeah. I could also not crush on those QL mods, use to break in costumes of storm performance. Well, if it's just Rim HUD, it should be fine though, right? Rim HUD is very pog. Like, look at the normal. It's like, oh, I have to click all these buttons to get all my stats, or I could press this button, and then it's just all there in one easy-to-see screen. I can't outrun the QOL mods. Do you not use any, like, HUD mods? Do you just, like, rely strictly on vanilla stuff? Oh my god, I just realized there's a lot of poop here too. That's probably fine. Not anymore, no. Oh, okay, got it. So you used to, but now you choose not to. Okay. Ah, Sai has turned 59, and because of aging up, has obtained a bad back. Good lord, a lot of our pawns are just aging out of existence, bit by bit. Such is the way of having 4x growth speeds. I know I don't have a pickup and haul anymore, because I know that one's a pretty big issue too. Let's call in the traders, maybe we can get some stuff out of them. Yeah, because we need more metal. Did we manage to convert all that's like... Oh boy, the mech hive has come for round 2. Alright, now they're scattered in multiple directions. Thankfully our turrets are well kitted and should be able to handle most threats. Okay, so there are 2 up north. Scythers. There are 4 to the 2 to the left, which are Scythers, and 3 to the bottom right, which are all... They're all Scythers. It's Scythers everywhere. Oh, okay. I see. I don't know, I'm kind of the opinion that, like, if it makes the mental overhead... For me, I think also I need it primarily because when I'm streaming, there's a lot of mental overload already happening. And having a bit of QOL just to alleviate some of that mental stress kind of helps me a lot playing the game. And I know that sounds like copium. And I've stripped away a lot of the ones that I don't use anymore, like Colony Manager. Yeah, Colony Manager we no longer touch. Because I never made use of any of the functionality in it. I think I used the functionality like once or twice, and then I just never did after that. So, I'm well aware that that one's a bit of a problem. Can I reload this thing? Can we actually kill those at range? I don't think we have to fight yet. Let's just leave it be. I think my priority right now should be on reloading all of these turrets, which is becoming a... Okay, who's dying? Which person moved too close? Ah, they moved up. Now Steve is hungry for blood. Now they're too far away. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. No, no. Instead of wasting munitions, maybe we should have you switch to a single... Oh, you are on single shot. Okay. Okay, they're moving up now, which means I should be careful. Let's move Arani not up there, because Arani's gonna get murdered. Worst comes to worst, we just hop in the vehicle. Zeoposer has a shotgun. I thought I had EMP rounds. I apparently do not. See if shotgun shells is enough to maybe help put these things down. Over here. Turret's doing what it can. The turrets aren't very accurate, unfortunately. They're painfully inaccurate. Oh, Bashi died. Oh, I didn't even see this thing go after Bashi. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. All right, hold on. There's still one Yorkie that's alive. Oh, I forgot to turn on the throwy thingy. Hold on. Let me throw on tits. So you can yeet your yacht so that you can yeet us the whatever. I'll come up with some cool items for throwables eventually. I am a professional streamer. Listen, I actually got almost everything turned on correctly, except for Rimworld and the throwables. So if anything, I'm almost a perfect streamer. Oh, that thing turned on. Oh boy. Alright, let's get everyone in here a little bit. I need you to get on the mortar. Okay, no, you need to get over here. You need to get on the mortar ASAP. Okay, because you're fighting this. Yeah, shoot this thing. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, so then we can undraft. And then I should be able to start shredding mechanoid corpses if I don't already have that functionality, right? Okay, that's fine. Let's have Kinwar get on this thing, and we're just gonna bombard this. Because I did not realize that there is a bunch of very, very angry pikemen over there, and I don't really want to get anywhere near that. Okay, all turrets are hereby authorized to fire as necessary. Okay. Let's see if Kinwar goes. Also, here's race throw. You should be able to throw bananas. You just can't choose what you throw. Like, there's a really big Thrumbo, for example, if you really wanted to eat a Thrumbo. Dang. Look at Kinwar go. Alright. We may need more mortar shells. I'm not sure how many I have left, but whatever I have, it's probably not going to be enough. Oh, okay, never mind. I have a lot. We should be okay. I think we have a sizable chunk of 81 mil shots. Yeah, we have at least 50, so we have enough. Let's get rid of the defoliator a little bit. And let's just try to bomb this into oblivion. I think once they don't have a target to defend anymore, they become a little more aggro. And the ship is just so tanky, it's not going to die. You know what? Hold on, let's undraft all these guys. Mad Max, no, let's get everyone inside here first. And I'm just going to disallow... Don't exit through these doors temporarily. Just stay inside. Everything is at peace when you're inside. It's safe inside. Also, because it kind of gives me an opportunity to test to make sure that our defenses actually hold. So it seems like the turrets are able to do what they need to do. Yep, we're just defending against multiple waves until the ship is ready to trigger, which... Who knows how long that can take. Thankfully, we have enough mortars. We'll probably fire one or two more. And then we'll do cleanup. Actually, no, you're done. Leave it be. You can hop in the Aberdeen. You can mop them up now. All that's left is the pikemen. The Aberdeen has taken a decent chunk of damage, but it should be okay to ride. Alright. We're gonna go full American on this for a second. Just gonna sneak around him. And hopefully that'll be enough. Oh gosh, nothing is happening. It's really funny because the pawns don't know what to do once they're just on here. Like, they're just stuck. Like, Mad Max here doesn't know what to do. Even though there's many things that can be done. Alright, let's not let them go free. We need to reload these turrets now. Okay. There we go. So they're probably going to try to go for Mad Max and Grey Wind here, but they should be safe. Alright, and then we're just going to sneak around here. And knock these things out. Excellent. Alright. Skibbity scootity right over there. Oh my gosh. Oh, I actually can't... Oh, I can't hit that one. I don't know how to go up against the wall. Oh no. I've been defeated by a wall. Alright, just get Kinmore out of here. You have a gun. Your gun is probably stronger than theirs. Okay, good. Let's just maneuver you over here. And let's have you gun down this one. Okay, I don't know why you suddenly can't shoot this direction. That's really weird. Run and gun is fine. Why can't you aim in that direction? Oh gosh. Oh god. Wait. Why couldn't we shoot? That's a new one. I don't know why that did not want to fire. Alright, screw it. Just gonna run it over. Just gonna run. Hi, Steve. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Alright. I can't run it over. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I need to dedicate someone to just crafting. Alright, you finish recruiting the guy. I need someone who can just sit here and manufacture copious amounts of steel for the foreseeable future. Okay. Get you positioned back here, undraft, turn you off, get Kinmore out of here. And then I believe my primary crafter is actually... Oh, who is it? It's Marksman. Who's making a charge rifle. No, I need you to make steel. We don't need rifles, we need bullets. Bullets are already in short supply, so we need to fix that ASAP. And we need to get these other things reloaded quickly. The problem is that these things aren't being hauled. I think I know why, and I know why we're not reloading the other stuff, so I need to quickly fix that as well. So on top of that, we need to go find our... Yes, let's make a few more batches of this, and that should be fine. 3 mags in a daze, because I forgot to give him his smoke leaf. Right, I forgot to give him his weed, so now he's sad. It's always what it is. Oh, no weed. Must be sad. Must be sad hours now. It's really interesting how they're not really... So now they're bringing it over here. Then they can get hauled over. I think that's how that works. Yeah. So basically, the process of manufacturing all the materials we need is going to be very, very slow. Why are you grabbing that slag? Like, I don't understand, like, why it's grabbing the slag from so far away when there is literally slag on the map. Hold on. Details, grab slag. It's only within, like... No, grab it from within here. That should be fine. I believe that will make it more efficient. I don't understand the pathways that this character is taking to acquire slag. It is very strange. But I guess this is why you're supposed to use set radius for your crafting projects, I assume? Just like that. Now we're getting steel. That's not a lot of steel, but it's enough steel to hopefully get us through for the time being, and these should reload soon, hopefully. It's a robbery. Put all the cream in the pie. But I don't like pie. Unless it's like a savory meat pie. Not terribly fond of cream pie. Hello, how are you doing, Veletstra? I'm gonna do my best to answer all of these, like, innuendos with the most deadpan response I could possibly muster every single time. I actually don't like eating sweet pies very often. I'm actually, like, much more of a savory pie type of person, so pot pies are, like, one of my favorite dishes to eat. But if you ask me to eat, like, an apple pie, I'm gonna be like, but why? I'm just saying, that's just how I operate. I'm very much a savory pie person than a sweet pie individual. No, I'm wondering, could you make a crab pot pie? You can make a pot pie out of just anything, right? So I know like beef pot pie and chicken pot pie and turkey pot pies are all a thing, but could you make like a seafood one? I'm kind of curious if you could make a crab pot pie. I actually ate crab today. I had to get my car in for an oil change, so I decided I'm gonna go eat something. And I happened to find there was a Chinese buffet fairly close by to the oil change place. I knew it was there already, so I went. It was way more expensive than I remember it being, like $21. But for dinner, it was all you could eat crab legs. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna be eating crab. So I ate like 3 crab clusters and a bunch of mussels, and I'm like, all right, it's probably gonna give me gout in about like 3 weeks. No, it probably won't, because I haven't actually had shellfish in quite a bit, so I should be fine. But it was amused. Let's work at the machine table. Hello there, Drake, Jillon. Are dynamic maps available in 1.6 unstable? I do not know, because I am not using 1.6 right now, but I probably take a look and find out. I am kind of curious about that as well. Let's see. Combat supplier has arrived. Perhaps we can acquire things from them. Bullets, armor, tools of war. See if I can also drop anything that might be worth selling to them. Okay, so what do I need to put in here? Oh, the vanometric power cells we should probably utilize. The gold is also useful, so let's drop that. Drop those bullets. EMP nades is probably fine to drop too. We should have enough plasteel for the foreseeable future. Okay. But yeah, I'm kind of curious now too. Let me look at what they said on the RimWorld page. RimWorld announcing, okay. I don't think I think all these funny dynamic maps and stuff are coming with the expansion. I don't believe this is stuff that is added in the 1.6. I think the 1.6 update is primarily, like the beta update is just, hey, check out all of our new, speedy code type deal. Hello, Greywind. You're still alive, yes. You may not be able to fire a gun, but you sure are good at stitching up dying people, so that's a nice bonus for your existence. Go trade with these people. Hopefully they have something. 11 more days is how much time we must survive. What do we got? Sell this. Probably buy the medicines. I don't have anything to sell them that they would want, is the problem. I think I sell them the brainstem. And I don't think they have anything I want, is the problem. It's not using supersized munitions. I think just buying that is okay. I'll take it, that's okay. Because again, we gotta reload all these turrets as soon as possible, so we need to manufacture more bullets. However, bullets take forever to build. And so does rebuilding our turret supply, because that's a bit of a problem. So let's also have Steve do that. Come on, Steve, just sit there, make these things. Also, I forgot the other thing. Ah, we're getting raided by the Covenant of Camro. Thankfully, we have guests here. That is a stack of 28 humans. All tribal people equipped with tribal gear. We're gonna have them fight our guests and see if, that causes anything interesting to happen while we're doing this. Also, I would like to quickly adjust our charge rifle kits to also include a flare gun and at least 5 flares each should be solid enough. That should be good for the time being. Also, we're still making that other charge rifle. I don't know if we were. Yes, Goldenrod, hello. Let's see if our guests can knock out this threat for us. One less thing for us to have to deal with, right? Okay, hold on. Let's turn off our turrets. I don't want to accidentally friendly fire our guests. Our beneficial guests here, who are ripping through the enemy with their copious amounts of charged weapons. There we go. Look at how quickly they get ripped apart. I love it. We should also make sure these turrets are also set to off. I would prefer not having friendly fire. We probably need to move some of this, though. Let's have Kinmore move the Cleveland out of the way. Alright. Not too bad. Unfortunately, they're not gonna have any gear that I want to keep, so it's a little unfortunate that they are not gonna be able to. We can't do anything about that, so that's fine. Let's also move these vanometric power cells in here, where they will be able to help on the main grid. At least the building grid here. However, oh, hold on. There's when am I gonna use a 105-607 shell? What is this even used in? Okay, if I had a recoilless gun, I don't have a recoilless gun. Is it worth chasing them down? Okay, their pack animals ran away. I think our guests have decided that they no longer wish to be here. And M Master has finally joined us after so long. The poor guy has finally decided that, joining these people who are trying to escape might be the smarter thing to do. Unfortunately, his gear sucks, and I don't have anything useful for him. However, our guests did leave a bunch of dead corpses around with a bunch of gear. So I'm gonna have Master just kind of grab. I don't know if this actually angers them. I don't think it does, right? I guess we'll find out. If stripping dead civilians, I guess, would count as like war crime. Nope. Okay, cool. You get the marine armor, you get the helmet, you get the tactical vest, and you get a cool backpack. And then I need to get the guy a gun, although I think all their weapons were bio-coated. Maybe I do need the charge rifle built ASAP. I don't think any of these guys have anything more. Yeah, there's just clubs and javelins. This buffalo had... Oh, wait, that's ours now. Ooh, hello. I promise I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. What am I gonna do with... well, hold on. There's an L-32 machine gun. Could I make the munitions required for this? Good against power armor and light vehicles. Defensive tools. Requires external power and a lot of munitions. Uses 8.35 charge. We can make charge munitions, I believe, right? I don't know if we can actually make that specific. Oh, we can. 8x35 would require some components. We could probably set it up as a anti-mechanoid turret. I don't know where I would put the dang thing, but that is an option now that is available to us. Very fun option, I might add. Let's let him keep building these munitions. We're gonna need a lot of these because it requires a lot of steel, and we're out of steel again, so that's fun. All right, we gotta keep dropping off every single set of It's like one of the main problems I'm noticing with this vehicle in general is that it's very annoying trying to drop stuff like this that you utilize, especially as you're trying to like rip apart enemies for materials and all that stuff. So it is kind of a problem. Where's Mad Max? So she's busy hauling. Her gun does not have any munitions, so she's actually not able to fight. Where's Marksman? Okay, let's have you sit here. Can you manufacture this weapon? Hello there, Magmar. Good evening, comrade. We're having a fun night, evening, whatever it is. Or are you suffering? Hopefully you're having a good evening. I'm not sure what you've been up to as of late. But my guess is that you've maybe been playing Star Sector or busy with school or something. Actually, no, you're not in school, right? Someone else. I know Kahila's in school. I'm trying to remember like who else is in school nowadays. Existing. That's a mood. Oh, right, because the new Stellaris stuff came out, right? Yeah. I haven't... Okay, so here's the thing. I know I've mentioned I love Paradox games, but I've actually not played a Paradox game in... aside from City Skylines, in quite a bit of time. So hopefully, maybe after I come back from Canada, I will go play CK3 again, because I've been wanting to play CK3 for some time, especially now that the Huns DLC has come out. And basically the new big DLC coming out this winter is... what if we do CK3, but now you can also be in China, Japan, and Korea, and also all of Southeast Asia? That's right. I can lead medieval Japan or medieval China, and oh god, I can't even imagine like trying to manage China and the constant cycle of dynasties. Can you imagine the whole dynastic cycle of just losing the Mandate of Heaven, regaining the Mandate of Heaven, losing it again, going through 3 dynasties in like 5 centuries. Oh, it'll be great. There is a lot of mods, that's true. Honestly, the mods are half the reason why Paradox games are bearable. I saw a really funny one. Hold on, I need this guy to take a smoke. You need to take this now. Smoke your pot. There you go. Now you're fine. Okay, speaking of mods for Paradox games, I saw a very interesting one the other day. Would you like to see it? It's for Hearts of Iron 4. I have to show you this this thing I saw. For whatever reason, Hearts of Iron 4 has a fairly, you know, it's a very interesting, what's the best way to describe it? Scripting system, and people have been able to make funny mini games in it. Oh, I have to put on the maid outfit now. Hold on. Nya Goshujin-sama. Okaeri nasai. Goshujin-sama. All right, here we go. No, it's even funnier. Hold on. If I can figure out which one of these is Firefox. Someone made a mod called Hearts of Gambling. I saw this and I was like, what is happening here? And then someone was like, oh no, we just straight up created a roulette system in Hearts of Iron for some reason, complete with placing your bets on single numbers or colors and trying to use this to, you can bet political power, stability, arms, and all this other stuff. Yes, just have random casino mechanics in your funny World War II game. I don't know why this is a thing. I also saw some other weird ones where it's like, oh yeah, this was the really funny one. So the other one I saw was this thing called Millennium Dawn economy stuff. Someone already did make a Hoi 4 gacha in inside the game. If I can find it, let's see if I can find the mechanic. I swear there was a gacha mod, but I can't find it now. Oh yeah, here we go. This one's in Chinese. Because Chinese modders in any video game are completely unhinged, and they are they are able to make like full-on gacha systems. Like, look at this, like common get 500 infantry equipment. I guess you get like a Farina as your general or army commander. Gain tanks, rare epic loot, whatever it is, whatever your heart desires for some reason. I don't know why this is a thing. You okay, yeah, so if you get purple rarity things, you get cabinet members is what they're considered. And then I guess you can upgrade them. I think this is all references to Hearts of Iron 4 to Genshin Impact mechanics. I don't play Genshin. I'm only vaguely aware of the mechanics through osmosis from through friends who are really into Genshin. Obviously, I'm not really a Genshin person, so I'm always amused when... Okay, wait, are we out of food? Oh shoot, there's no food. Hold on. There's no easy access food because oh my gosh, why is Marksman carrying... Well, I know where all our stuff went. Hold on, I don't know how Marksman ended up with all this gear. Let's, that was weird. What is he doing with all this? Gonna do anything with that, or just gonna let that languish? Okay, that should be fine. Worst comes to worst, I just drop this, and that's accessible now. Because I think pawns are like sad, stressed, and angry. The Yorkies are dying, tattered apparel, barracks are sad. Even though they're in a very nice, bright area, it's still not pretty enough for them. Actually, wait, can I do anything with this blue fur? Furniture-wise? Can I make floors out of blue fur, or is that not a thing that I'm allowed to do? Tragically, I cannot make carpet out of blue fur. I can only make it out of cloth. Very interesting. Why can't I make carpet out of blue fur? I feel like that would be very handy. Oh, well. Okay, so some of these turrets are not complete yet, and I still need more munitions. The munitions aren't complete either. We need a... Okay, so I'm gonna have Sai sit here, and she will never haul. Oh, do not ever install stuffed floors. Has it? I'm assuming if you're saying this, other people have, and it's caused tons of other problems, and I really shouldn't do anything with that. And I should be very, very careful. Trust me, I'm gonna be a lot more careful about the mods I install. Anyways, looking at this thing again while we're peacefully rebuilding. Yeah, I don't really understand how this works, but I'm not gonna use that. Also, there's another mod called Millennium Dawn, which is basically what if modern day Hearts of Iron 4? But there's also a very intense economy system that basically does things like keeping track of your GDP, your production, tax rates, and you have to actually manage that income in order, and like your expenses and your budgets sheet in order so you don't go into like an economic spiral. And it's absolutely unhinged, and it's probably like my least favorite mechanic in Millennium Dawn. And someone's like, what if we put that in vanilla Wave 4? And I'm just like, but why? And then I realized, you know what, there are people who are more unhinged than I when it comes to these games, and so I can't really fault them for wanting to do something completely insane. So if they want to do that, more power to them. I shall not be partaking in this insanity. I have self-respect. Or do I? Maybe I don't. Just something that I can check my 5 filters all. Oh, okay. So I see. Got it. That does sound like a bit of a problem. I need to get rid of this blue fur. I'm just gonna dump all the blue fur in here. I can't actually grab it because it's in the map here and not somewhere else. I need to find a way to get. I need to hide all this. The problem is there's no space to put all this blue fur. All this buffalo wool. I have an idea. Let's make a... I need this anyways, temporarily. Why don't I quickly set up a... I might set up a storage facility real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to do storage. We'll do a large crate. We'll set up a clothing crafting station right over here. And then let's quickly do... Should be able to build this out of wood because I don't want to waste any other material for this. No, don't do that. Let's go wood, wall, 1, 2, 3, like this. Door. And I should have a spare bench sitting about somewheres. Returning from white place. Oh, you died very quickly. I'm very sorry. You died very tragically in the defense of our great in the great cause. Is all I'm gonna say. It was very sad, and we salute you for your great sacrifice, SPO. You got beamed by a few lancers. I have self-respect to married men in a maid outfit. Listen here, married men can also be maids, and they can be beautiful, glorious VTuber maids and still have a wife. Anything is possible, if you believe it to be, okay? Hello there, FA, how are you? Okay, let me double check. Is this Kara under a new name? Yes, got it. Hi, Kara. How are you? Just double checking to make sure I got the right name. Okay, got it. How have you been? How's the art projects been as of late? Because I know some of that stuff gets very pricey. Also, is this from doing a Super Albania run on Millennium? Why would you play Albania on Millennium Dawn? I actually don't play Millennium Dawn. Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to war strategy games, I actually dislike Cold War and beyond. One, there's still a lot of stuff that happens like beyond that, and it comes like I have to track helicopters, 5 different types of planes, and infantry vehicles, all that other stuff. I'd rather just keep it simple and just be like, here's planes, here's vehicles, and here's like tanks, fast tanks, slow tanks, instead of just everything being a main battle tank type situation. So that's why I vastly prefer World War II era strategy games than Cold War. I know like a lot of people that I follow are really into playing Broken Arrow right now, which is like the hot new strategy game. But it's unlikely that I'm going to play Broken Arrow because, one, it's $50. I don't want to spend $50 on Broken Arrow. One of the 3. Oh, okay. I'm one of the 3 people still allowed to call you that. Awesome. I have a special privilege. Hi, Havel. How are you? Oh, your voice acting business. Wait a second. Are you a voice actor now? If so, I would really like to know how to get into that business. I actually submitted a voice acting reel one time to a visual novel that was like trying to get people for... I think they're just trying to get people to voice characters for their thing, and I never heard back, which was very sad. But to be fair, it was also the first time I ever submitted anything like that, and I did not expect it to go very well. Also, my voice is boring. I don't have a large range of emotion. It's very flat. You could plop me in as an NPC that just speaks in a mildly monotonous voice, or you can have me be the dramatic narrator. I'll drink my water real quick, too. Also, let me double check my YouTube stats going on here. Oh, do the glasses check not work? Yes, I will. Look at that. Look at my beautiful glasses. Ah, gotcha. Well, if you ever hear of any introductory roles opening up, please let me know for some reason if you happen to hear anything about that, and I'd like to at least give it a shot, because I think it'd just be kind of fun to try. I think it'd be fun to try. It's always something like, people say like I have a good voice, but I'm like, I don't know if I believe it, but I think I could at least see myself narrating something. Hi Ranu, how are you? I mean, I can narrate, kind of. Depends what you want me to narrate, though. How well can I moan? Or I could be like, kimochi da yo. I'm trying to think if there's any other ways I could probably do that in a more cursed fashion. Never mind, Ray's gonna end me if I continue to do this. Moaning for meta, got it. Listen, hurt noises and moaning noises are basically one and the same. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. You ever listen to it? They're fairly similar. Older video games also don't have the problem dealing with super asymmetric forces bearing any Cold War in Europe, because in modern games you have ATGMs, drones, javelins, and so on. I think the other problem too with like post World War II strategy games, aside from that type of asymmetry, is that a lot of it is just, I don't know. The equipment for all the nations just gets samey. Okay, Kara, thanks for swinging by. It's good to see a familiar, friendly face. I hope you have a good whatever it is you're doing. We gotta get people ready to defend. Are they attacking immediately? They are attacking immediately. Okay, so let's get everyone locked in. So we're gonna lock out all the exits now, so everyone's stuck wherever they are. And then I need everyone to get inside here. We must get ready. Only if you're bad at voice acting. I mean, I am bad at voice acting. Isn't this common knowledge? Do your best. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Greetings, Professor. There's nothing to report. Greetings, Professor. Oh, Professor. There's nothing to report. And I'm tired of everything. Greetings, Professor. There's nothing to report. Must be the source making the moan noises such as supportive gal. I don't know if that's what Ray means when she says she's gonna end me, but that is definitely a interpretation of that statement. I'm not gonna say if that's the correct interpretation, but that definitely is a interpretation. I'll just seal this door. We're gonna seal off all the doors. I don't want people heading outside now. We need everyone indoors. And they can stay inside and prepare. They can at least set up gear up. In fact, hold on, we got Kinmore right over here. We can use this mortar. Has a couple of shells left. I will also allow all turrets to go active. There we go. That's termite, which is probably very bad. That's probably gonna shoot through my walls unless we can gun it down quickly. I might pull Kinmore out now, actually, over here. Gotta gun that thing down fast. Oh, no! It's about to fire its funny gun. Can we? Okay, we stopped it. All right, we're good now. We stopped him from firing the funny gun. Problem is that these pikemen are just out of my firing range, which is actually really obnoxious. I actually can't reach them. Oh, actually, wait. We actually managed to kill most of them. Huh. Only game that has a whole diverse equipment pool manages CM Afghanistan because you have 1890s vintage World War I and more modern stuff. You can travel malicious shredding with their dads, PPSH 43s. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. M Master's now sad wandering. I think we managed to fend this. Okay, that batch of threats was... That invasion was not too bad. We were able to fend that one off somewhat easily. Making more bullets. I need more bullets. I need more metal. The thing is with Cold War era strategy games that I dislike a lot is that eventually it becomes like, okay, so the Allies will always have a relatively diversified force of like, here's British weapons, here's American-made weapons, here's sometimes Japanese if they're on the Allied side weapons, and then Soviet bloc is just all, here's like 15 variations of the same exact weapon kit, but it's just branded with a different flag. Now, it's not exactly this, it's not exactly like that, but from my experience playing a game like War Game Red Dragon, it was basically like, here's your Chinese stuff, and then here's your Soviet stuff, and that's your, you know, Warsaw Pact gear. Like, I'm not even joking, that's literally how it operated. Because a lot of the other countries just did not have the resources in that time period to make their own weapons. Like, you're not going to be seeing, like, a Czech-made plane flying around. But you will see Soviet ships fighting alongside Chinese ships in that game, which makes a lot more sense, at least. Yes, Skylet, hello. Are you still at work? Sneaking glances at the stream? What are you making flares? Okay, why is Mad Max just stuck here? Go to the machining table. At least do some work over there. Just shred some mechanoids. I don't know what's going on. I think all the wood is causing confusion. Let's get all... You know, not get let's get all this hauled away. Get all this blue fur out of here. Get all the Mega Sloth wool out of here so we can haul that in here, and we can make items as well. Let's also get a light so it's not so dark. And then perhaps we can make a robe that I think someone needs. And we can make backpacks for everyone, and tactical vests for everyone. Oh man, am I gonna be able to survive playing without combat extended once the patch drops? Probably, right? I should be okay. I have to learn how to play vanilla combat again, even though I'm not used to it anymore. God, look at all these penalties. Oh god. Third wheel, dull barracks, Yorkies died, recreation unfulfilled. Oh, the recreations are always unfulfilled. They have TVs, but they don't want to watch the TV. The pawns are like, I swear I've never actually seen a pawn use this TV. I feel like the TVs don't actually do anything of note. You know what? They can watch the TV in the funny room here. Okay, to be fair, yes, vehicle spamming is silly. I don't disagree. But at the same time, I'm simply using the tools that were provided to me, even if they are incredibly busted and overpowered. Although I'm trying not to use it as much as I can. I only use it when it's like trying to... I did give them a chair to sit at, yes. They have a couch. Which is a modded furniture. Also, I think I can take off the maid outfit now, right? Yes. I believe I'm now free from this... from the maid outfit. Look at me. Now I'm normal geared. I look cute without it. Okay, also, I know I said no art stream tomorrow, but I am half considering we might actually do an art stream, but it will not be Star Sector Portrait time. I've been kind of wanting to see if I could design... Oh, okay, I'm putting this back on, I guess. Yeah, like a casual outfit design, and I want to see if I can come up with an idea, and we can all come up with it together, and then I'll try to commission someone to, like, on Skeb or something, and be like, hey, draw this, please, thanks, and see how that pans out. You're heckling me? For art? Listen, I understand. I know people like art. One of the biggest issues right now with doing the art streams is that my tablet seems to be a little funky, and I don't know how to fix it, and it's driving me mad. And for some reason, every time I do an art stream, there's a very high chance it crashes, because essentially plugging in the monitor, it basically... Plugging in the tablet means I now have 4 monitors, and I don't think my GPU likes the fact that I have 4 monitors, and it starts to implode upon itself, and that is a bit of an issue. What are my thoughts on 2 of Fire Emblem design stuff? Sure, ask away, and I will do my best to answer. best as I can. We're almost free. You know, I forgot to check. I never actually checked what the render for these map screenshots have been. Let me actually take a look real quick. I haven't saved to a folder. I actually don't know what it looks like. Oh, interesting. So it actually does save a different... It does save it on, like, different folders for each map. That's really funny. Oh, interesting. So, yeah, every tile is unique. That's fun. I do have a fancy tablet, and I barely make good... I do know how to make use of most of its features, but it just doesn't work too well for me. But I've also had it for, like, I don't know, since college, so it's about 6-7 years old now, something along those lines. I think I bought it as like a gift to myself once I got into, I want to say once I got into grad school. And because when I go, honestly, I have that same exact thing too, where it's like, yeah, you can buy it, but are you gonna use it? That's really the main thing. And I think that's the same thing with like a lot of gear. People like having nice gear. It's easy to buy gear, it's a lot harder to make use of gear. I might need a dual computer setup at some point. I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. Maybe in like a few years, if I'm still streaming, I'll maybe do a dual computer setup just so I can eke more life out of this computer. I do have the parts necessary to build. I think I have a 10. I built a computer for one of my siblings, and I have a 1050 Ti in it, but she never used it. So I'm like, I might just requisition this back and just use that entire PC as the streaming PC. It's like a $600 setup build that I did that has like an AMD chip. And a bloody, what's it called? A 1050 Ti, and I could probably just use the 1050 Ti as the streaming PC. I have a capture card already that I never use. I have a capture card, and it is plugged into my PS4. I could stream Gran Turismo 4 right now if I really wanted to. What do I think of the Jagan units that are not strong offensively, high HP in defense, and their main appeal comes to movement and weapon ranks? Okay. So, the main reason why those Jagans can't be strong offensively is because they're there just to feed EXP into your Lord characters. And so I think it's perfectly fine that they exist in that way. Like, yes, you can use them to defeat enemies, but realistically they're there because they need to tank hits and maybe weaken the enemy, but not straight out kill the enemy. So I think the reason for having a defensive Jagan is perfectly fine. Like, they don't have to be all murder sticks. They can just be, hey, we're here to tank so that, you know, Roy, Elliowood, or whoever is going to be able to earn EXP and not be completely useless by the time the end game. Because the base lord for each Fire Emblem game, generally, it's a spectrum. They either suck so bad that you don't want to use them, or they're so good that you have to use them all the time. Or in the case of Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, you literally have one that's completely useful and one that's more or less completely useless. Oh boy. It's the mech hype again, and they're probably sending their weakest threats. All right, I'll just turn these off, and let's get Kinmore ready to go blast the one that just spawned over there. Ah, look at that thing that just showed up. Hello. Let's turn this off. Turn that off. Oh, one of the Orcus died. Hi. Oh, that thing has lasers. It's a Tesseron. Hello, Garm. How are you doing? If you want to know the really bad lords, I'm basically referring to Erica from Sacred Stones, Marth, Roy, Elliowood, and I think those are really the big ones that are just deadweight lords. I hate saying they're deadweight lords, but the sad reality is that they actually just straight up suck. I'm sorry. Roy is actually just pretty garbage. He doesn't even promote until like super towards late game. Okay, so I think we should be able to get rid of these. I gotta get rid of that. I gotta kill that thing. I'm having struggles hitting that enemy. Can I have Marksman just go over there? I'm gonna have Marksman just walk over there. Yeah, I think we'll have Marksman walk over there and it should be enough. What's going on down here? Alright, our allies are going to fight them because that's one less thing that I have to fight. And if they happen to die, that's free gear for me. Alright, you need to go over here and extinguish that fire. While Marksman cuts this one in half. I hope you're okay, Garm. Get some rest. You're always welcome to just vibe. That's what people always do here. They just chill and vibe, and eventually they will have a good rest of their night, right? Hopefully. Now, let's see if Marksman can make it all the way over there. I don't think this thing's even paying attention to Marksman. Hopefully Marksman and the funny sword will cut it in half. Beautiful. Perfect. It's getting staggered. Alright, so cool. Marksman and the Great Shield is doing what it can. Hello, Wayfair, how are you? Oh, shoot, is that... When did Zeoposer get over there? Oh, shoot. You need to run. You don't have a way to deal with this. Let's see. Are you going to survive? Bleeding out 21 hours is more than enough time to get over here to a bed. You need to run, not reload your stupid shotgun. Oh, Lord. Alright, Marksman. Oh, great. That's what I was afraid of. Where is Grey Wind? Where's Sai? Alright, Sai's got a decent doctor. Let's see if Marksman can go over there. Oh, were you melting today? Yeah. I know Ray was melting, because she was sending me messages earlier about, like, how she's literally melting in this heat. And I was like, oh, yeah, because it's like, she said it's 40 centigrade where she's at, and it's like, oh, God. Does Sai have... Hold on, does Sai carry any medical supplies? You don't. Does Zeoposer have... Yes, okay, so let's quickly have you remove that off of Zeoposer. No, okay, now you drop the guy. You pick this up. And then let's quickly tend right now. You have enough medical skill that you should be able to pop this. Second question. Alright, let's see. Give me 1 second, I will read your second question once I get Sai up, or once I get Zeoposer up and running and not dead and dying. Okay, you should be okay. Okay, now we can just undraft you, rescue. Perfect. What about the Jagan type units who are more like the Soth or Catherine, where the combat's good, but their class choice is limited in comparison to better weapons? I think that's fine. Really? Like, okay, so I know that Fire Emblem has a lot of archetypes, and but I think it's perfectly fine to break away from the archetypes. I very much enjoy characters that, you know, it's still the archetype, but it's a bend on the archetype. You know what I mean? Sure, what is the work in progress? I like seeing works in progresses. How does Ray enjoy the average Floridian man temps? She complained a lot, is all I'm gonna say. She was sending me a lot of very complaining messages about, like, yeah, the weather sucks, I'm dying, please help. I'm like, that is unfortunate. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Like, what can I do? I can't control the weather in Canada. I don't have a, you know, weather beam gun that allows me to control the weather up there. As much fun as that would be to have. Oh, that's a nice piece. Okay, so you've already, what is this? Dyson? Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I will say the pose is actually... Hold on. I'll look at this thing that Garm sent me. Also, hello there, Trace. How are you? Interesting that you have a second glove, because we don't use a glove on our left hand. We only have glove on right. I mean, the thing too is, like, a lot of schools have their own interpretation of, like, what is the correct gear to have for Kudo. So if that's fine, honestly. If you crop dust aluminum powder, you can increase humidity and make the sunbeams brighter, stronger boost. I don't know if that seems like a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't be doing, you know, trying to manipulate the weather in ways that would defy, you know... maybe we shouldn't be controlling the weather like that. Maybe we should just leave it be. Oh, we gotta go bury SPO again, because SPO's corpse got yeeted away. Okay. But yeah, I mean... Okay, so at least you have the stance fairly correct. I think the only thing that's really off about this Garm is that the bow is inverted. For whatever reason, the bottom of that bow is really long compared to the top. The top is actually supposed to be way longer than the bottom. That's like the only thing that confuses me when I'm looking at this thing. But beyond that, I mean, the Dyson is fine, although it should probably be a little more straighter. Yeah, that's probably the only thing I would say. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Garm sent me an image of a work in progress of like Garm doing a Kudo thing, shooting a bow, Japanese bow. It's something I actually do in real life. I'm not very good at it, but I'm at least familiar with all the steps and how it works. It is a very... the thing is, I've learned that I don't have the endurance for firing a bow. Like, I can shoot like maybe 3 or 4 shots and then I'm tired. Like, my arm is tired, and then our sensei can tell that my arm is already like, it's shaking when I'm like drawing that far. And I don't know if it's just because the bow I'm using is too heavy for me, but it's not. It's like I think it's like a 10 or 12 kilogram draw, which is, I think, average. But I don't think I can go any lighter than that. So I think 12 is probably supposed to be like my sweet spot, and I just have to develop that arm muscle to do it on a more consistent basis, I guess is the best way to describe it. Kudo is a very nice meditative activity. I highly recommend doing it if you're able to try it out at least once. But if not, that's also understandable too. Why do I not have enough steel? Oh my goodness. Did we ever make that other charge rifle? We did not. We are never making that charge rifle. Okay, let's get this blue fur out of here. Think I can store it in here? Okay, it's under leathers. Okay, so let's do blue fur. Yeah, archery is pretty hard. There's a YouTuber, there's this really funny YouTuber who does archery and like medieval weapons and other stuff. And out of the blue, I think in one of his recent shorts that I think I saw because of Alana linked it at some point, and I was like, why is this guy firing a shovel with a bow? Ah, you've been practicing the Gomukyu? Okay, for 5 years now. Got it. Got it. Okay, so I'm assuming at least then you're doing all the steps, right? So, you know... Hold on, whoops, 1 second. I'm like doing stuff real quick. Yeah, because there's like the whole thing of like Ashibumi, Yugamai, Ushiokochi, what was it? Daisan, Kai, Hanare, Zanshin, Yudaoshi. Yeah, he also pole dances, which is also very fun to watch when he does it in a medieval weaponry context. Alright, how much more time do we need to hold this off? Alright, so we're about halfway through stream, and we're about halfway through the ship reactor, so we're getting there. But archery tends to be depicted as a fighting style for weaker characters. It actually takes a lot of upper body. It really does. Like, every time you see fantasy, it's always like, you know, archery is a dexterity thing for like aiming the shot, and which, I mean, that's fair. But the damage of the shot, like the draw, oh, it's strength intensive. It's kind of why, if I remember correctly, so for those of you who play D&D and other TRPGs, in D&D, range attacks scale their damage and their accuracy off of dexterity. However, I believe in older editions, it was actually, they scaled their accuracy off of dexterity, but their damage was scaled off of strength, if it scaled off of a stat at all. Which was kind of interesting to... It's very interesting because it does make sense that, you know, the draw strength of your bow determines how, you know, strongly that shot's gonna fly. Here, pull this 50-pound recurve bow for me. I'm not gonna do... I can't do that. I can barely pull a 12-kilogram bow, like, properly. You think I'm gonna do, like, you think I'm gonna pull a 50-pound recurve bow? I'm gonna die. The topic was, like, female characters being archers specifically, whereas historical female characters meant to be spirit. Ah, okay. I know exactly what trend you are referring to. Yes. Because I know in Japan, for example, like, female warriors were given a pole arm. They had the naginata. And obviously in Nordic mythology, you have the Valkyrie, and history, you have the Valkyries, you know, I think. Is that what they're called? Or, you know, like the spear, shield maidens. right? Shield Maidens. I actually took Naginata lessons at 1.2. I'm just a weird mishmash of weird Japanese martial arts. It's great. Oh, did we get more bullets down here? I need to make sure these are all fully loaded before the next attack. I mean, pole arms are good, and they're cheap. Like, the amount of metal that you could use to forge a sword, you can probably create like 10 to 20 spears. And it would be a lot easier to repair those spears because you're just grabbing that spearhead and just stumping it onto another stick. Right? Versus a sword, which requires a highly specific skill set in order to manufacture. Right? Sharp pointy stick, good. Yeah, sharp pointy stick, good. Golden Dog is good too. Watched Ballerina last night. Hey, you know what? I actually watched Ballerina yesterday too. It definitely was a John Wick movie, is the best way I was going to describe it. Unfortunately, I also saw nearly zero advertising for that movie. I actually forgot it came out until my friend was like, hey, are you watching Ballerina? I'm like, right, I should probably go watch that movie. So I did went to go see Ballerina yesterday, and I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but let's just say certain guest actors and actresses showed up, and I was like, oh, I guess this is where we're going now with this franchise. But I basically saw no ads for this thing, and I was like, alright, I guess this is where we're going. Ikwa is surprisingly good for... I'm actually not sure what an Ikwa really is. I should probably look that up. Terran Tactical. I'm trying to think. I mean, the thing is with this movie, like, there wasn't... Okay, maybe one scene would probably... may offend you. I think one scene might offend you, and very quick, it's like a very minor spoiler, but it's essentially like they did another tasting scene. Let's leave it at that. They did another tasting scene with the new character. Also, we're getting attacked by the Cambriar pack, which I believe is the crazy humans. Oh, they're all smoking their psycho. All right, let's get everyone indoors. Oh boy. Let's see. M Master's having a daze again for like the 15th time. I bet you because he's not had his weed. Oh, he's malnourished. He hasn't had anything to eat. Are we out of food? Oh, we're out of food. Okay, time to. We gotta pull out the corn reserves. I did not realize we had completely run out of food. All right, we gotta pull out the emergency corn. And let's get cooking. John Wick movies keep getting worse with each installment. Okay, so I think here's the thing. So oh shoot, I almost dropped my ring. That would be very bad. The thing is, I think the John Wick movies definitely started to get a little out of hand once you hit 3, and they've completely gone off the rails by the time it hits 4. With kind of just how much plot armor John Wick has. Now, I get he's a titular main character, but there is a lot of plot armor that he's got going for him. And I think the fights became a lot... I want to say I like the choreography of the fights a lot less once we got past John Wick. I think once we got, like, to John Wick 3 and 4, it felt a lot more brutal in 1 and 2, and a lot more messier. And then after you got past a certain point, it became incredibly... I don't know, it just wasn't... It didn't have, like, that certain brutality that, like, rough and tumble that the other John Wick films, the first 2 John Wick films had. So that's kind of the other thing, too. Also, let's let these things fire. Alright. Yeah, they really, I don't disagree. I do think that they kind of went a little nutty with the violence and how insane it was. Okay, I can probably just park Kinwar here, and he can probably just gun these things down. I'm gonna set you to aimed fire. Suppression's fine. Stand here. Let me fire in this direction. Maybe you don't stand over there. Oh, that guy's got a big sword. Alright, you set to aim shot. Let's have you go to burst fire. I don't want you burning all the bullets. I don't disagree. I do think that they definitely started to get a little overboard with the violence once you got past once you got past the first two, and that was kind of my issue. I think. Oh no, they destroyed the turret. That's bad. There's the full auto here. I don't know how many more bullets you have. Oh, we gotta rebuild that. That's not good. I don't know if we have enough metal for that right now. Oh boy, where are you? We friendly fired Sai. I saw that bullet just go after Sai. Alright, we gotta quickly tend to you. Where's Greywind? Get over here. Tend to the poor child. Kinwar's okay. Sai was not. Sai was in the range of these turrets over here. There we go. Let's do that. Also, I forgot I can set focus targets on these. I should probably do that. I will say, I think the new John Wick movie, Ballerina, did kind of... Okay, never mind. Actually, the more I think about it, I think they kind of went even more overboard on the violence, but it became a lot more... I think they kind of went back to the rough and tumble violence of the first John Wick, because the idea is that she's much more of a novice assassin than John Wick is. So the fights are less clean. They're more brutal, but some of them are really silly too. I feel like you just have to kind of watch it to understand what I'm referring to. But it definitely, some of it was a little absurd. And there's a scene involving a couple grenades that come to mind. I'm not going to go much into it, but there's definitely some very, very silly scenes. Anyways, I don't know if you want to watch it, but I think it's fine to just give it a shot if you're looking for something to watch. Where is Bashi, by the way? Oh, right, we lost the other Bashi. Okay, so this one is now Bashi 5, right? No, yeah, this one's Bashi 5. So this one is Bashi 5. And I'm going to immediately put you under anesthesia so that we can get Bashi into this ship. John Wick should have stayed as one movie. I don't think so. I think John Wick was fine having sequels. I think they wanted to at least expand the world of John Wick and make it a little more mythological type of assassin order type situation, and I think it's perfectly fine. I think really the thing is they kept upping the stakes so much that the absurdity of it just gets a little out of hand. Like, I think they're very fun movies. I'm gonna watch all of them. Like, okay, the thing is, I'm a sucker for popcorn flicks and popcorn TV. I know it sounds dumb, but I love watching things like that. I love watching Fast and Furious. I love watching police procedurals. Like, the TV show SWAT with Shemar Moore and how terrible that show was once you got to the later seasons. I still watched it. Like, I enjoy stupid action series. Does that make sense? And I think John Wick really fits that bill. And I think John Wick 2 makes it a little more interesting because there's like a lot of the rules are kind of inferred. Although sometimes they explicitly state what's happening. I think it makes for an interesting, I guess, way of showcasing this underworld to the regular world. That said, I think I will say Ballerina was probably one of the weaker John Wick movies. And we'll have to see where I still don't think they should have did a John Wick 5. I think making John Wick 5 is a huge disservice to what John Wick 4 did. I can't really say much more than that, but I really don't think John Wick 5 should exist. Oh yeah, they announced John Wick 5 is coming. Because they're gonna keep milking this. They're gonna keep milking this franchise forever. You are never free from this franchise. It is. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. Also, we need to hunt down more animals. We are hungry. Let's hunt down the rabbits, the iguanas, the rabbits, the rats. Also, where is Sleepy Bashy? Alright, so Bashy sleep. Can I put Bashy in a crypto sleep casket now? Am I allowed to do that yet? Let's see if Kinwar can just... Yes, perfect. Let's put Bashy in a crypto sleep casket. Beautiful. Yeah, how do you feel knowing that they're making a John Wick 5? You will never be free from this franchise. You will accept your perpetual sequel slop until the day you die. I'm gonna watch it though. Like, realistically, I will watch it. You don't want to know what's like the craziest thing when it comes to movies? So, Fast and Furious is supposed to end at Fast 10. But when they first announced Fast 10, do you want to know what it was supposed to be? They said it was supposed to be a trilogy finale. Like, they were going to do Fast X, they were going to do Fast 10 1, Fast 10 2, and Fast 10 3. That's right, the finale to the stupid franchise was going to be 3 movies. That's at least like 8 hours of family, Corona, and fast cars, which definitely would have been something, but they had to cancel it and trim it down to 2 because Fast 10 did so poorly in the box office. I think it barely made its money back, if at all. So we'll see how that pans out. Hello, Zagros. How are you doing? You're kind of over Keanu Reeves. Oh, trust me, you might be over Keanu Reeves, but apparently the internet and the media Hollywood isn't, because I saw a trailer when I went to see Ballerina for another movie with Keanu Reeves, except he's playing like an angel. Oh, you're not over Keanu Reeves? Okay, got it. You're just over John Wick. Ah, okay, fair enough. In that case, you might enjoy Keanu Reeves in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, where he plays Shadow the Hedgehog. Actually, one of the more interesting roles I saw him in. Oh no. I'm just gonna... don't want to deal with that right now. Let's just stop that. Thank you. Yeah, John Wick, or Keanu Reeves played Shadow, and he's like doing some other movies too. I think it's nice that he's getting some less action movie stuff and more, maybe more comedy stuff. You know, he's got the emotional range of a box of cardboard sometimes, but I think his deadpan delivery, I think, lends well to into things that he's in. I think that's the best way I'm gonna describe that. Yeah, no, it's a good, like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's actually really funny that he's just deadpan. He used to do more romance comedy. Did he actually? Wait, hold on. Let me look up his filmography. Keanu Reeves. I did not watch Secret Level. I know it was one of those things that I should have watched at some point, but I never got around to doing it. Let's see. What has this man been in that I might not have watched? Because my first exposure to him was obviously through... what's that thing? The Matrix? Was kind of my first introduction to him. Okay, I might need to watch Secret Level then. It's been, I know it's on my friend's Plex server, so I should probably get around to seeing it at some point. I like Love, Death, Robots. I have not seen, I think, the latest season. I think I'm like behind that. I'm actually behind on a lot of TV, so I don't actually watch that much TV nowadays. Like, for me, if I need background noise, I usually just watch YouTube videos of various topics, and just if there's anything interesting, that's what my background noise is. Warhammer 40k is going to count Space Marines 1.7. Oh, interesting. I might need to look into that then. Okay, I don't keep up. I don't know much about the 40k verse, like how that all stays together, but that does sound kind of interesting. Also, we're running out of food again. Gosh, I need to pull out the corn stockpiles again. That's why we carry all the corn. The corn will keep us fed. You know what? Let's have... Oh, I can't have Sai call the trade caravan because Sai is unconscious. I did not actually play Space Marine 2. I ultimately did not buy the game. Some of my friends wanted me to get it, but I chose not to because I couldn't justify the cost of it. Maybe at some point I will, but for now it's not really. Yeah, it's I didn't want to buy it. I also don't want to be buying any games anytime soon, primarily because I may have dropped about $225 on Magic the Gathering product because I saw the Final Fantasy pre-con decks at my local Micro Center and it was actually at MSRP, which was actually surprising to see. Because my LGS and a lot of local stores are upcharging the ever-loving shit out of those products. My local store was charging $100 and $120 for the Final Fantasy for Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 14 decks. And I was like, that is absolutely criminal. My Micro Center had them each for $70, which is MSRP, and they actually had all of them. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy these now because the next print run of these is probably not for a couple months, and I would like to play the Final Fantasy 10 deck. Maybe I'll play the Final Fantasy. I don't want to scalp. I'm not a scalper. I'm not an evil person. I hate scalpers. Speaking of scalping, holy cow. Okay, so we all know what HoloLive is, and we all know that HoloLive is having their own concert in New York, I believe, around ANYC this year, right? And how there were tickets for sale, right? So if anyone hasn't heard about this, apparently there is, yeah, so Hako Bales' fan base, the Brats is what they're called. Interesting name. They apparently bought out 8% of all the tickets in a group concerted effort to essentially, quote unquote, scalp all the tickets. They're trying to reserve the tickets at cost for people who want to watch it. But realistically, they're just grabbing them all so they can scalp them or just give them only. They're trying to, sorry, not scalp. They're gatekeeping it so all the tickets will go to Bales fans first, Brats first, and then they'll go to other HoloLive fans after, which is insane. And I think that's just kind of messed up that they went through that effort and denied all the other people who might want to buy these things the opportunity to buy them, you know, like a normal person. I don't know what it is with America's allergy to lottery systems for these types of things. I really think that for these types of events, they should just do like sign up for the lottery. If you get lucky, you can get a ticket instead of going through this whole log in first or you don't get anything. Right? It's insane. It is pretty gross. And I think she did find out about it and she was streaming like some of the screenshots that she saw of the Discord server, and she was expressing her immense disappointment at the situation at hand. Is it aristocrats only? Is that actually too what happened? Hold on. Yeah, I mean, here's some screenshots of her just being concerned, I guess. I am just pulling this off of the subreddit so you two can see. That is not at all the URL that I had copied, but okay. Like, look at this. It's just disappointment. Or at least she's concerned and she's like reading about it. But like, look at this. They obtained 450 tickets. Oh my gosh, I hate this stupid UI that Reddit imposes upon just for trying to browse at an image. Okay, the bladed monsters are attacking us. A bunch of them are preparing for a while, then we'll attack eventually. Okay, just where's Kinmore? Hey Kinmore, there is a very delicious turret over here that has your name on it, and I need you to get over there. M-Master is probably gonna die. Okay, we're just gonna have you... If M-Master dies, that's his own problem. Now, let's get you over here and just start bombarding these fine individuals. And M-Master's probably gonna die because he's an idiot and standing over there while being sad. Psychotic wandering from his hunger and other things. Okay. Alright, that's why we have turrets. Alright, now we fire on them. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. Once they get close, we'll start firing other stuff. Beautiful. Look, we knocked down a whole bunch of them. And if we kill them, we get a cool hammer, which we can then immediately give to someone like Sai, who probably needs some cool armor as well. Maybe we shouldn't have these people stand out here where they're going to die. Maybe we should have you go in here. Come on, a couple more shots should tell them why they should leave us alone. Any day now, this shot will land, right? Come on. Alright, come on. I'm gonna have to pull out additional mortar shells. Also, where is Marksman? Why is Marksman's pawn just sad? Oh my gosh, look at all this agony that they have. Alright, you know what? Just get over here, start crafting. Cannot smelt. No slag chunk nearby. Oh. Oh, that's really dumb. Okay, so this does not count. Okay, so I see what's happening. I see what's happening. Okay, so what I need is I need a crate here. Clear this of all storage, slag chunks only, and then that will be critical. And let's get that slammed out now. Where is Mad Max? You need to build this now. Anyways, yeah, absolutely insane that they're basically, I don't want to say they're giving their streamer a bad name, but it definitely doesn't look good on the community as a whole when they're scalping these tickets, even if it's supposedly for a good cause, such as ensuring that fans get it. But if they're being selective of which fans get it, then that sucks. Like, what if I wanted to go, right? And I'm not a quote-unquote brat or aristocrat, right? I'm a Matsurisu. And would I not be allowed to get one of these cool tickets to see a Hololive concert? It sounds like, based on their logic, I would not be authorized to get anything cool. Also, Marksman, you need to get away from here. Why are you all the way here? I think that's the last of my mortar shells. Yeah, we're out of mortar shells. We gotta get the rest of it later. They're gonna attack us eventually, right? Should I just turn the turrets on? Turn the turrets on. I guess if they get close, we can just slap them silly. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lock this, and once Kinmore is on here, we'll also have him lock the door. He actually needs bullets for his gun. He needs a lot of bullets for his gun, actually. So why don't we quickly manufacture more bullets for the poor guy, because I believe his gun uses... What is this thing? 51 NATO. Okay, we surprisingly don't actually have 51 NATO rounds. We need to make 2 stacks of that real quick. So, anyways. Whoa! So it wasn't. I have to press the button to get back. Okay, so now we're back on YouTube as well. So to the 1 or 2 people that are watching on YouTube, hello. Hopefully it's working again. We have to wait for Rimworld to boot up again, which, as we all know, takes a notable amount of time. I'm very sorry for that crash. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Hopefully we didn't lose too much progress. Because, again, I want to end this run tonight. And I'm pretty sure we can. So we'll see where it pans out. In the meanwhile, why don't we boot up a key dangling game? Let's go play some... I guess we'll just play more backpack battles while I wait for this thing to boot up. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was a GPU crash, and I think the only... Like, I don't want to buy another GPU. I went to Micro Center, and like the 5090s were like $4,000, and I'm like, oh god, I can't justify spending that much on a 50... I don't even think I could justify spending money on a 5080 GPU either. Like, they're what, I think $1,000 MSRP, but realistically you're not going to get them for probably like $1,500, and I'm like, I really don't want to spend that much money. I just paid for a wedding, and there's still paperwork to go after that wedding too. Oh, I didn't want to play this one. No, get me away from... Let's play Adventurer. Yeah, I can see my active game. I'm gonna play Adventurer. There we go. Now I can go finagle things. Ah, I don't know what this one combines into. Piggy of Riches. I assume if I have 2 pigs. Alright, let's just grab items at random and hope that whatever I have will work together just fine. That is the great strategy. Anyways, how are all of you doing? Hopefully the crash hasn't dampened your excitement for the end of this great run. This one is eventually gonna die, right? Oh my gosh, I almost died. One of the craziest thing about this class is that I just grab... Oh, I can't afford that. However, I can if I sell... I'll grab the boots. Sell shell, take spear. What am I allowed to combine here? So if I have 2 spears, I make a very long spear. Okay, I don't really understand how that operates, but okay. The Amulet of Darkness. That's fine. I think we take this for Tusk Poker. Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, it's fine. Drawing stuff for DP Day. Diamond Pearl Day? Is that like the Pokemon thing? Draw 624 as well as 623, just a jab. Wait, what's DP Day? I Google this up. I don't know what DP Day is. I thought it meant like Diamond Pearl, like Pokemon. Okay, yeah, looking at my local Micro Center, a 50 60s 350, which I wouldn't want that. Let's see here. 5070s are about $600 for a base form. 70 Ti's are $1,000. 5080s are $1,600. Good God. Yeah, I'd rather just get a. Well, the thing is too, I'd rather just get a GP. I'd probably just get a used 4000 series. The thing is too, if I had to do a full update, if I update my GPU, I think I'd have to just update the whole rig at the same time. Because I believe my motherboard does not support the new PCIe standard. I think, what are we on, PCIe 5? I think I only support up to like PCIe 4. See how much progress we lost. Okay, we didn't lose that much progress. Oh, just get a... Okay, got it. Used cards are... Okay, got it. So I have to just look for a new 4000. Actually, I wonder how much a Micro Center has for 4000 series GPUs. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up now, because I am kind of curious. I'm surprised RimWorld loaded up kind of quick. Squirrel Archer. Benefits from... Steals a buff. Triggers faster for each pet or food. So we can go for a pet build. I don't know if I'm going to use the twine yet, but we'll have to figure out something for that. And then... Let's see. I think I sell this, and probably sell... I don't know if I need the twine. I kind of want one of these skills. I think the unidentified skill. Screw it. That's fair. Let me see how much a 4070 Ti is. 623. Oh, Dragon Punch. Got it. Okay, so my local... Okay, I'm gonna close this funny game first. So my local Micro Center only has available 4060s at $350 or 4090s at $2,500. Oh, hold on, let me see the other Micro Center that's at least within driving distance. Maybe they have something slightly different. But it seems like my local one may not have hot stuff. Oh, actually, here we go. They have 4070s and 4080s. 4080s refurbished for $1,000. 4070 refurbished for $500. No 4080 Ti's, and I'm definitely not buying a 4090 Ti because I can't afford it. God, the price of GPUs have just spiked so much. And unfortunately, the problem is that AMD cards aren't up to par for streaming. The unfortunate reality is that I need the NVENC encoder. It's like the best one for streaming right now. And it's kind of the main reason I've stuck with NVIDIA for, and it's also just consistent. The thing usually works. I really hope my GPU is not dying. I spent so much money on this, I don't want to replace it. I also don't want to do like one of those like donathon things too, because I feel bad essentially what is begging for money, so I don't ever like doing anything like that. So I would just have to see if I can scrounge money. I mean, I have money for it. Like I have a decent amount. I keep a decent amount of money saved up for situations that happen. But it's just like, man, if my GPU is actually dying, I'm gonna be really sad. But 3080, it's gone through so much struggle. It's been through so much pain. But maybe I've been pushing it too hard with streaming. Am I live on YouTube again? I am live on YouTube again. Perfect. Anyways, let's get these people up and ready. So you're depressed because Supreme Expectations ate raw food. We shouldn't be eating raw food. We have cooked meals. We should probably get rid of this poop too. Okay, hold on. I know what I need to do. So let's go. Okay, so what I need to do is we need to go. I need to move this truck. I would like to move this truck over here. I think we'll do real quick is let's go to vehicles. Let's add a power transmitter. I could probably put it here. Oh, we barely have the metal for this too. God, these things always eat up metal. I think we'll put it over here, should be fine. And then let's just run a power line all the way up there. Perfect. Okay, so Superline's your second gen. Okay. Because yeah, we're not going to be seeing the 60 series until, what, 2020? Probably not until like, oh geez, I forgot to drop off the stuff here too. We need the mortars. Like, not for a while. Okay, so let's drop that off. Grey One's cooking. Let's have Drunken Wayfarer quickly haul these shells. Okay, so these guys are actually decent fighters, and they have come for our blood. I'm gonna have Sai come down here. Are they attacking immediately? They are gonna attempt to tunnel through our defenses, so which means I must now activate every single turret for violence. Kinwar does not have enough bullets to fully reload his firearm, which is a little unfortunate. Really? Do we really not have enough bullets for Kinwar? Okay, probably not. Okay, you call in the trade caravan. Alright, let's see if our turrets can at least knock these guys away. Thankfully, we have a decent amount of turrets. I don't know if they're gonna be able to... Okay, let's hold on. Let's... Wait, hold on. I can switch them from auto-fire. Hold on. Nope, just kidding. They're all set... they can only auto-fire. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I could do, like, lower tier, maybe, like, burst fire, so I'm not burning through all the ammunition so quickly. There we go. Yeah, but I don't want to put my... I'm not going to bury my PC yet. Let's keep it going. Let's keep Ikazuchi going for a long while. That's right. I named my computer because I'm a weeb. Of course I'm going to name my computer. Okay, they've given up. Wasn't there like a stack of enemies that we killed earlier too that... Oh, they never spawned in. That's right, because we had to Tokyo Tomare and rewind time. Okay, thankfully that went fairly well, so we can just spend time reloading. How much more time do we have left? 4.9 days. Which one of these has Bashi in it? Alright, so we got Bashi the 5th in one of these. Also, I do need to use the restroom, because I've been talking nonstop for God knows how long, so I'm going to let the game run on 1x speed and hope nothing bad happens while I go use the restroom. Alright, I am going to sincerely hope everything is going to be okay by the time I return. Increase this infinite range so we can grab all the metals we need. Oh, right, okay, so I know what we have to do. So let's shrink this down. And then let's quickly go storage, crate, clear all, slag, critical, and then let's quickly have Mad Max Chan build this out. Okay, because there should be enough wood to build it. Okay, I'll be right back. You can gaze upon our beautiful ship in the meanwhile. Hey, speaking of, I know we were talking about scalping stuff earlier, but I have just learned of another wacky-tacky scalping experience, apparently, that occurred over the weekend. So, I don't know if people know this, but this weekend there were two major events, at least, that I wanted to attend, but for financial reasons chose not to attend, and logistical reasons because they're kind of a nightmare to get to. One was in California and one was in Vegas, both of which are kind of expensive places to be in. First of all, there was Offkai, which was the VTuber convention, where all your favorite VTubers get together for whatever reason and decide that they're all gonna hang out together, despite the fact that most of them have never met each other in real life before, and it's kind of a first experience for some of these people to go to a con. I probably have no intention of ever really going to Offkai unless I have lots of friends going there, but as it stands, I don't really have VTuber friends in the first place. That's not unlikely to happen. So, first of all, that's fine. I don't care. Second event, Magic Con. So, as you know, I play Magic the Gathering, and recently the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy set came out. And if you don't know, this set is selling gangbusters. Oh, Lord, what's happening? Okay, where is... You know how to fire a mortar. You need to get over here. Are they attacking immediately? They're going to besiege the colony, so I should be able to bomb them. So while the colony sleeps, the bomber awakens. And so what ended up happening... If you don't know, the cost for some of these Magic the Gathering packs are insane. Like, we're talking... The price for what is called a collector booster is... Market rate is about $100 a piece right now. Which is nuts. So, recently there was a Magic the Gathering convention called MagicCon, and if you bought the special $100... Like, I think it's not $100, I think it's a couple $1,000... Maybe like $1,000 badge. Called the Black Lotus VIP badge. You had early access to the show floor, so you can buy stuff a day early. And so, Wizards of the Coast was selling booster packs for $40 because that's the MSRP. But it turns out, they had a limit of 3 booster packs per person, but it was not enforced. So basically, by Thursday night, all the packs were sold out to people who were just getting back in line over and over and over again so they can keep rebuying these booster packs. And the reason why they were doing this is because it turns out stores, vendors were straight up buying packs for cash for like $70, $80, and then they can flip them for $100 to the stores. It was to customers. It's insane. Oh, they gave up. And so because of this, basically, all the packs got sold out, and it's been scalped to hell. Like, Magic the Gathering is such a nightmare to play if you like trading card games, because everyone scalps the stupid thing, and it sucks. Alright, can we gun them down now? We have all of our turrets going, mortars are flying. There we go. Like, here's the thing, I like playing Magic the Gathering. I think the game is actually a lot of fun, and it's very enjoyable for me. My biggest complaint is that ever since COVID and like the collector market boom, the game has just become more unbearable to, I guess, participate in if you are kind of a hyper casual player. And that's kind of like the biggest gripe I have with what's happened recently to Magic the Gathering, where everything is designed to cater towards the... I don't want to say cater towards the wealthy, but it basically is catering towards the wealthy. Are they still fighting? They're still fighting. We haven't actually managed to get rid of all of them. Okay, you are running, get in here. And Master, why don't you get inside? I don't have a gun for you yet. So here's the thing. I do my best to play without buying too much product. I will spend maybe, in most situations, about like $40 a quarter to play Magic the Gathering, just so I can taste the new set with a pre-release. But beyond that, I'm not really gonna buy more than that. I think Final Fantasy is like the one exception, because I was like, this is actually kind of a gangbuster set. Have a good night, SPO. Don't worry, we'll honor your sacrifice when we ultimately get off of this accursed planet. Alright, they're leaving. I think means we should be safe now. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm sure this game is going to crash and burn at some point, because the thing is, Final Fantasy is selling a lot. You know what's right after Final Fantasy? It's their stupid space opera set. which are like, what if we start introducing official Magic the Gathering aliens and robots into this franchise? And it's like, but why? Because I guess that's the hot new thing. They wanted to do like their own version of Star Wars, and then, you know what sets after that? So, Edge of Eternities is the final Magic the Gathering set of the year that is in universe. Because the next set after that, I kid you not, is Spider-Man. And I have already vowed I am not spending a single dime on Spider-Man, because that is probably like the set I care the least about. Like, why are we putting Spider-Man in my Magic the Gathering? And then on top of that, the one after that is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, Magic the Gathering unfortunately has gone full Fortnite, and they're gonna keep doing it because it is unfortunately selling way more than anyone could have ever hoped for. Like, the thing is, like, it just sells so much, which sucks. That's why I play Cube, because at least if I'm playing Cube, I can decide what I want in my Magic the Gathering experience. And EDH, yeah, sure, I might have to play against a guy who's playing Captain America, but at least I can keep my deck, you know, at least in-universe and loreful as much as I can. So, I find deck building a very fun way of self-expression, and I can choose to not engage with certain parts of the game if I don't want to engage with it, and I think that's perfectly fine. You've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Oh, geez. How has Master Duel been treating you? I don't play Master Duel anymore, but I did for a while, and you know, I mean, Master Duel's fun, kind of, up to a point. And then I decided I did not want to partake in this game anymore. Exodia deck? Oh, you're one of those people. You're trying to play Exodia one turn KO. Are you doing the Jeff Leonard variant? That makes use of all the summoning methods? Like, you do a Synchro, a Fusion, an Exceed. The only one you don't do is a Ritual Summon. You do a Link. And I know you do Pendulum Summons all in one turn to get your Exodia one turn KO, OTK. That stuff is wild. How long has this ship trunk been there? Okay, hold on. I need to have this thing connected now. I'm gonna have M Master quickly move these vehicles around just a little bit. Now let's move the Aberdeen slightly away, and then let's have you hop out of there, and then let's have you quickly drive the Cleveland around. Now let's move Cleveland. I think it needs to go like right here. I think that's the correct angle. There we go. Okay, so now I can have you hop off. Your Cyber Dragon deck can get past Silver practicing using Pendulum deck. Ah, gotcha. I think you all heard Bazaar. I've heard of Bazaar, that game that I think it was Chris Kibler was working on. He's like one of the old Hearthstone pros. That was. God, do people still play Hearthstone competitively? Is that a thing? Does Blizzard still support competitive Hearthstone? There's no way they still do, right? Hold on. Competitive Hearthstone. I used to watch a lot of Hearthstone content back in the day. Like, when that game came out, I was watching Trump and Amaz like every day. I loved watching their content. I don't know if competitive Hearthstone is even a thing anymore. Maybe it's gone. Maybe it's dead. I'm actually kind of curious if this game is still, like, competitively alive. Does the turn takes 20 minutes? It feels like when they finish the turn, suddenly lose back into the only set of special summons. Listen, my complaint with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that Yu-Gi-Oh!'s meta is... I dislike that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game about one-turn kills and checks. And if you don't have a one-turn kill or check at higher tiers of play, you will lose. Like, you need floodgates to stop your opponent from... Like, the game revolves around stopping your opponent from playing the game. Which some people might find fun in the sense that there's a lot of interaction and, like, trying to break down, you know, enemy, you know, board states and trying to advance your own board states. But it's just so fast and so many rule intricacies that I hate, and I don't like playing it. When I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, like, when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I played a Wave Motion Cannon burn deck. And then eventually I switched to playing, I think when I played at some other point beyond that, I think I played some Rescue Cat Synchro thing. And then now I play Shiranui. Synchro is probably my favorite summoning method. So whenever I play games like that, I Synchro summon a lot. That's my primary way of doing anything. Also, let's get rid of all this. For gold, give me all that delicious... Oh, they have steel. I'm gonna buy their steel. Hearthstone hasn't been the same since Brent Brodlev. I agree. the disappearance of Bren Brode has been a travesty to Hearthstone, but he's got his own thing with, was it Marvel Snap now is his hot thing? Which, sure, I guess. I have no intention of playing Marvel Snap, but, you know, I'm glad he's finding success in his projects. Oh my gosh, I can buy stuff from them? What do they have? Oh, we're gonna buy sushi? Chocolates? Cheese? What else can I buy from these people? Oh, I forgot to turn the throwing thing back on, sorry. That was one thing that I forgot to turn back on after the great crash. I guess I'll buy their cat meat. I don't think I need to sell them the buffalo wool. Or the blue fur. Or the heavy fur. Or heck, even the bird skin. I'll sell that anyways. Just get it out of my inventory. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of it. Also, I think the throwaway thing doesn't want to spawn. Oh, right, because I think my Stream Deck is exploded. I forgot that has not rebooted yet. I have to reboot it. Stream Deck software. Oh, DreamHack gave up. No, you don't get to give up. You don't get to give up. Back here. Okay, hold on. Just gonna stop that real fast. Okay, you have... I don't understand why he's not smoking his smoke leaf. You have weed in your pocket. Just smoke it. Our pawns don't... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second. Are you addicted to it? Hold on. You do have a dependence. Why aren't you just consuming it if it's in your inventory? I don't get it. Whatever. Alright, let me, turn on the throwaway thingy so you can go yeet your yachts. But yeah, I used to watch a lot of competitive Hearthstone. I loved watching that content. I think after Ben Brode left, I think I started caring a lot less. I think for me too, like, I enjoyed Hearthstone a lot because they actually created single-player content, if that makes sense, right? So Hearthstone actually had a series of these single-player adventure modes, and they were actually like roguelike in their concept, where you had to fight through go through a series of fights, and every time you won a fight, you got to add some cards to your deck, and maybe got a cool relic or item that you could use to help boost your deck, you know, strategy, and it was great. I loved it. And then after a while, I think after they got past a certain expansion, I think after they added like Death Knight, they just stopped doing that, and then I just did not care anymore. I think for me, I don't like playing as many competitive games nowadays. I'm very much let me just be casual and play nice, relaxing single-player games. And yes, RimWorld does count as a relaxing single-player experience. That's what I'm gonna say. Is it truly relaxing? Oh, you know, relaxing has many terms and definitions. So for now, I'll say it is relaxing in its own kind of messed up interpretation. But it's enjoyable, right? Ultimately, it is a very enjoyable game. Also, do any of these people have power armor that they may have dropped? Probably not. Did we kill anyone with power armor? Also, let's grab these shells, please. I would love to have these. Let's grab all that. Yeah, let's grab this, that, grab all that metal that they never ultimately used, and we can make use of all that beautiful stuff. What's the one-card deck in Hearthstone? Like when Tazdingo says his name. Yeah, when he goes like, Tazdingo. I don't know. It's a shame what Blizzard has become. I like their games. Usually. Oh, that's a lot. They're attacking immediately. Oh, that's, Alright, turn on the turrets, and let's see. Let's, probably don't have anyone leave. Everyone stay inside. Let's just stay safe. The turrets can handle it. Because I don't think we've gotten Kinwar his stack of munitions yet, right? No. What happened to my 762 by 51 rounds? Did we never make it? Or did someone else take it? You know, Zeoposer is a shotgun. Let's get Zeoposer out there. Alright, Zeoposer can assist. I'll get over here. And then The turrets can do it. Oh, Whizbang. Yeah, okay, to be fair, Whizbang is not like a normal card. Whizbang is a card that's designed to be like, you can have a silly deck without actually owning the cards to make that deck proper. So I can understand why Whizbang does what Whizbang does. Alright, are the turrets enough to kill them? These turrets are incredibly inaccurate, by the way. Kinda sad. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, then I should be able to have Zeopolzer just kind of stand over here. Oh, jeez. Hold on, who has a gun here? Let's see. Alright, Ronnie's got a gun. And Steve's got a gun. Let's have these two get outside here. Let's just have them join in on the shooting gallery. You stay inside. There we go. Perfect. Oh, they actually have firearms, which is kind of annoying. They actually have any gear? No, they're tribesmen. Okay. Oh, they didn't actually have gun. Oh, they do have shotguns. Well, this is why we have a lot of weapons. That's not a really competitive deck. I think that's more of a, you don't have cards to make a competitive deck, so you're gonna use this pre-made competitive deck, which is fine. You see, when I played Hearthstone, I was a priest player. Oh yeah, I was one of those, I played Big Priest back in the day. I was so good at playing Big Priest because it was just a stupid control deck. Oh man, having Power Word Pain and Power Word Kill. Also, I need to move my iPhone, hold on, it's like not capturing my face very well. Yeah, I played a lot of Hearthstone back in the day. Of course I did. What do you mean? Of course I did. Listen, I played Control Priest, I played Big Priest, and I played Dragon Priest. I basically played every variant of Priest that existed. It was so much fun because it was great as soon as I got to like high, like once it hit 10 mana and I'm dropping Ysera, it's like, oh man, here we go. Let the value gravy train go. It was great. It's incredibly stupid too. Can't even call it Filthy Priest player. What else did I play back in the day? I think I also played Control Warrior, and I think I actually copied Trump's list and played Dead Man's Hand Warrior when that was a thing, which was an incredibly grindy control deck that should never have existed, but it was a very interesting test of my game knowledge to pilot that deck like that. I think that is actually one of the most skill-intensive decks to pilot. Dead Man's Hand Warrior, which was like way back in the day. I think that was, I can't remember what set that was from. It was like within like I think the first 3 years after Hearthstone came out. They're making a Shadowverse 2? Really? Why? Shadowverse 2. I didn't know they were making a second one. Also, wow, I did not realize my Discord crashed too. I have to kill that real fast. Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. Oh god. Ah. Free to play, but it comes with... Wow, that is... mostly negative reviews. Oh boy. Alright, let's all look at this together so we can all gawk at this game. So digital card games. Am I right? Let's see here. How much time do we have to hold this thing? We gotta hold it for another 3.2 days. That's fine. Take more bullets too. All right, let's gawk at this because I am curious. All right, Shadowverse Worlds Beyond, brand new card. Is this literally just Shadowverse but with a new coat of paint and new cards? Are they resetting it or what's going on here? What is that outfit? That is. You ever look at like Asian anime fantasy and they're just like, what if we just have a lot of random cutouts, and especially like we gotta just show off their sides, you know? It's like air vents essentially. Maybe it's like a cooling vent for them. I don't know. Okay, what is this thing? Newly added super evolution mechanic. Okay, don't really care. Okay, so what changed about gameplay? Okay, new game mechanic. Each of your characters can now super evolve. Followers that super evolve are stronger, cannot go with powerful attacks, deal straight damage to the leader. Okay, so 7 classes. New story. Don't really care about the social media functions. Alright, let's see what all the negative reviews are. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so basically, I'm pretty sure this one is saying that free-to-play sucks now because daily income is now nerfed. UK. In Shadowverse 1, you got 1 to 2 daily packs. This one, you basically get 1 pack every 2 days. You can't liquefy unless you have 3 copies. So they ruin the basically. Okay, so basically, free to play sucks. You know what the thing is with these games that I think a lot of these companies don't think about. Realistically, I think for a game like this, most of your income is not going to come. Well, a lot of your income is going to come from people buying packs and ripping packs open for cards. But the thing is, your player base is not going to like that. I think your better option is to make card rewards so common, right? Like, you want card rewards to be everyone can get it. And the reason for that is because that way you can actually get a player base to play your stupid game. If you can't have that, your player base is going to dwindle and people aren't going to want to play the game. And then the people who spent money on the game aren't going to want to spend money on the game anymore because there's no one to play with. Just play, just make the cards accessible. They don't have to be super accessible. Yeah, make them cost a little bit of money if you want. But ultimately, I think what you need to do for, like, these companies need to do for these types of games is you have to remember that cosmetics, I think, is the best way to make cash. People are willing to spend money on cosmetics if the cosmetics are nice and appropriate for what they want. Look at Final Fantasy XIV. People already spend $15 a month as a subscription fee on that game, and they are still willing to buy extra cosmetics on top of that. I do that. I put extra money into Final Fantasy XIV when I want more cosmetics. It's a curse, but the cosmetics are really nice, and it's hard to say no. Practice equal should be all, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I don't disagree, but I think it's unfortunate that's the reality of it. Let's have you quickly reload these fine things. There we go. I am part of the issue. I am part of the issue. But I think it's also like games should try to rely on making the core gameplay accessible as accessible as possible, and then offer things like cosmetics if players want an alternative way to customize and to earn money. But I think ultimately players will be a lot more happy if there's people to play with and the gameplay is accessible, even if they don't have to engage with the cosmetics aspect of the game. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's making sense. Oh, Zeoposer went down. Let's have you rescue Zeoposer. Oh, can you focus target this one? I'd like that one to get gunned down. Thank you very much. Okay, we managed to beat them off. Where's Greywind? Okay, Greywind's really far. Who's the closest doctor here? Ronnie is actually a very good doctor. You have 2 hours. Let's have you 10. No, quickly stabilize. Let's get you up and running. There we go. You should be... Oh, geez, yeah, that's a lot of bullets. Did they have charge weapons, or... Oh, they did have charge weapons. Yeah, they were at the tech level to charge weapons. Yikes. Yeah, because I don't think that was friendly fire. I think that was them actually having high-end weapons. Yeah. Let's get you out of here. Let's get you tended to, buddy. Let's make sure you don't die on us. And hopefully we can get some additional weapons. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I remember Shadowverse 1 had a lot of collaborations. Yeah, there's the Kaguya one. What was the other collabs that they had? They had a lot. Which was insane. I know like there was like a Haruhi collaboration at some point too, right? Zero release probably in 2 weeks. Yeah, I know. Okay, wow, there was a lot of collabs here. So there was Kaguya, Uma Musume, Hololive. Wait, there was a Hololive collab in Shadowverse? What else we got here? Grand Blue. Yeah, there was a Haruhi collab. I remember that one. What was the Hololive collab for Shadowverse? It's kind of crazy just how ubiquitous Hololive is in almost everything now. I remember when I first learned Disgaea 6 was getting HoloLive characters as content. I was like, what is happening? Gamba on how... No, trust me, I'm gonna never try anything new. I'm just gonna keep doing the same exact strategy over and over and over again until it works. Clearly, I'm galaxy braining this. Also, let's tend to the opposer here. Oh, yeah, look at the opposer get tended to. Alright, how much more time do we have to hold this out? We hopefully don't have to hold this out much longer. We need it restocked, though. I need all these munitions restocked. 3 days remaining. Okay, why don't we have you quickly reload all the turrets? There are enough ammunition bullets around that we should be able to do this without too much problem. There we go, let's grab that. How many more bullets do we need? Okay, so once we get more steel... You know what? I think we're gonna actually quickly turn off these devices. I think we will no longer need this many components for the rest of the run. I think we should be able to get all the components we need, and I need the steel more than I need components. I'm pretty sure we have a bunch sitting around anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I think we need to just turn off the auto fabricators. I think they're not helpful at this point in the run. We need raw steel, raw metal to help us in our endeavors. I'm trying to think what else was the thing too. Yeah, but it's just crazy to me like how everywhere HoloLive is now too. Trying to think what else like HoloLive might have been in for in game wise. I know like Death Stranding 2 is gonna have Pekora show up too. Speaking of which, I will just say I don't know who plays Death Stranding other than Alana and maybe a few other people, but I don't play the game. I didn't like playing the game that much, but their Hideo Kojima's collabs are amazing. Because for whatever reason, he decided that he's going to collab Death Stranding 2 with Domino's Japan, like the pizza chain, which I kind of want to go to. That was my Discord sound, by the way. And let me just point out this beautiful collab because I was honestly kind of amazed. You're gonna fume while... Yeah, I know, that's my sound. I'm sorry. I had to open Discord, and I have the weird anime Japanese voice doing it. Okay, look at the collab here. So basically, the idea is that if you go to Domino's Japan, you can buy these combos, and then you get a lottery ticket. And if you get your lottery ticket, you can use it to maybe win one of these cool things, including a Death Stranding 2 controller, a bath bomb, for some reason. The hoodie, and then this t-shirt. Originaru okay, pull down. I think that's what that says. Am I bad at... Can I read that correctly? Hold on, let's just translate this. Originaru Blueson? What's a blueson? Is that what you call it? Okay. Anyways, I just want to say these are... I don't know if it's actually got it. It's kind of hard to read. Hold on, actually, wait. Yeah, I can't really... It's really hard to read that. It might... Maybe, who knows? I just want to say, like, these pizza combos actually don't... Like, if these pizza combos were a thing in the States, I would actually go to Domino's. Like, look at this thing. Okay, maybe not this one, because I don't... I don't drink Red Bull, but that's a Giga Meat pizza. Look at that. It's got pepperoni, sausage, meat, bacon. For 11.99 yen with a Red Bull, that's about... I want to say it's about, like, $7-8 right now. That's a pretty good combo. And then look at all this other... This one's actually kind of nice, too. Look at this one. So, it is the charcoal grilled chiquita pizza bento with a Red Bull. I don't drink Red Bull, but again, you get potatoes. You get this mini pizza that has... I think that's chicken. Barbecue sauce, lettuce, mayo, and corn. Or this other one, too. Oh, like, it actually looks really tasty. Oh, this one, like, garlic master pizza bento. Potatoes, extra garlic. You can see the garlic chips, black pepper, bacon sauce. Oh, my heart. It's screaming in joy. I want to eat this. This actually looks really good. Anyways, like for the price, like I'm surprised. I wish we had these types of combos. Instead, in the US, we get the The thing is, like the US chain Domino's chains, that all we get is like the 2 for seven, but each you have to buy 2 items, which is really annoying. Actually, now I'm kind of curious what the Domino's combos are in my area. Now I'm actually curious. I need to double check. I actually want to see. Yeah, it's like the 2 for 7. Choose 2 or more, $7 each, and it's like I don't want that. I want like, what if I just want a single person meal? You know, I think that's the thing too. That's the main difference. The U.S. wants to sell you things in bulk and in large quantities. Asian countries are much more attuned to individual serving sizes and trying to get people to just get small, one-person size, right? That's just how it is. So, I also haven't gone to like a Domino's in a while because why would I? I think the last time I went to a Domino's, I ordered like a pizza and a pasta for like $14, and I ate that pasta, but I couldn't finish that pizza because who would have guessed? I can't finish a pizza because I am not a teenager coked up on Mountain Dew playing Call of Duty at, 2 in the morning. Maybe if I was, but I am not anymore. I don't have that type of energy. You can? I can't. I cannot inhale a pizza anymore. I straight up do not have that skill or ability anymore. I'm far too gone. I'm far too normalized. What is your shoot? What does this use? 303 British. Let's just make a stack of 303 British. FMG runs is fine. You can eat half a pizza at most. I can't even eat half a pizza. I can eat 1 slice of pizza and I'm done. Like, however, if you slather that thing in, like, if you give me, like, garlic bread, oh, I will inhale that stuff. I am very normalized, I swear. Please ignore the fact that I went to this Asian supermarket and I bought fish balls and sliced beef so that I can make udon soup at work tomorrow. Need like 2 slices? Yeah, 2 slices is probably like my upper limit, and even then it's gotta be pizza I really want, but even then I don't like pizza that much. You wanna know my kind? You wanna know my kind of pizza? Let me tell you real quick. I like one. Okay, so there's basically 3 types of pizzas that I enjoy. It's like a sausage pizza, but you dump a lot of sausage on it, especially if you do it like, okay, just get out of the way. Chicago deep dish pizza, 1. Okay, 2. Barbecue chicken pizza with extra onions is delicious. Okay, I love the crisp sweetness of the onion with the tanginess of the barbecue sauce with the chicken. And finally, it's probably the most heretical one. I like white sauce pizzas with sausage and chicken and extra garlic. That stuff is fantastic. I don't eat white sauce pizzas very often because most people don't like eating white sauce pizza, and I can guarantee that I cannot eat an entire white sauce pizza by myself. I don't know how you can eat a dish pizza. Well, that's easy. First, you take your knife and you take your fork, and then you slice your pizza into nice, edible pieces. Ignore the fact that there is sometimes actual just piles of sausage grease piling at the bottom, and also that they sometimes coat that entire crust in delicious butter. I actually don't eat Chicago deep dish very often because that stuff is so unhealthy. It's like a nice treat, you know? No, yeah, it's a Chicago. It is a pizza. Listen, anything's a pizza if you want it to be a pizza. I call it a pizza because it is a pizza. It truly is one of the pizzas of all time. Also, I am running out of bullets again. We just don't have enough metal to make everything we need. Yeah, okay, let's haul these in here. To be able to start getting the stuff that we need to manufacture, the parts that we have to make soon. Sandwich Chicago style is so sexual. Listen, because it's that delicious, greasy, luscious, tasty, succulent flavors. Oh, geez, that's a big raid. How much longer does this thing have to hold out? 1.8 days. Okay, so are they attacking immediately? They will try to sap our tunnels. Now, these guys are primarily savages, so we should be able to just at least grind them down. I can't believe I'm being told that my way of describing is too much. Are we in space yet? Not yet, but we will be tonight. We're fighting them off. Okay, so they're attacking immediately. Can we get people into safety, please. Perhaps a marksman would like to get into safety too. Okay, hold on, let's get... Okay. Get you inside here. Okay, I want to make sure all of our pawns are indoors. I don't want them going outside where they're gonna die. You go here too. Marksman, you go in here as well. You're in the town sausage and pineapple on pizza. I don't know about pineapple. I don't like pineapple on pizza. I know a lot of people have mentioned it, but it's not a flavor that I can get behind. I'm sorry. All right, so let's let marksman. Oh, they got the grenades. So I can destroy. Oh my gosh, that grenade destroyed a lot. Oh geez, those sappers are doing a lot of damage. Oh boy. Well, he killed himself, so that's fun. Okay, the northern flank has surrendered. The southern flank must be ground down now. I didn't reload this turret stack yet, unfortunately. These turrets, I believe, are out of munitions as well. Okay, so we have to just probably shoot them down as best as we can. I need to make sure the grenadiers don't get up close, otherwise we will suffer. Let's see. I don't think they'll have enough to stop. Yep, okay, that one's gonna get them. I don't think they have any grenades down there. Okay, let's undraft everyone. We gotta quickly rebuild now. We gotta rebuild quickly so we can get ready for the next attack on us. You know, Tridor Dominoes would demand store $24. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean... Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm actually getting kind of hungry, but I haven't decided what I'm gonna eat yet. I might make a soup before I go to bed. I actually made a bunch of chicken broth earlier out of an old rotisserie chicken, and it's been sitting on the pot for like the past 10 hours. Yeah. So I need to probably strain it and make like a quick noodle soup out of it and just eat it. That's a lot of pizza, a medium pizza. Oh my gosh, everyone's having mental breakdowns. Are we gonna have enough to get out of here, or are we gonna suffer? I hope we have enough to get out of here. Let's get these guys undrafted so they can actually get what they need done. This man's not of the correct ideology. He's a brawler with a ranged weapon. Okay, well, why don't you drop your guns if you want to whine about it? There you go, drop your guns. Now you can be less sad. It works just fine. I guess they changed that. A lot of places I know have delivery minimums unless you're ordering your pizza from like a, what's it called, a delivery service like DoorDash or something, or Uber Eats. Snorting sodium. Oh, trust me, I'm always snorting sodium. That's the secret. I'm always snorting that sodium. Actually, I've been kind of watching my sodium a little bit and adding a lot more veggies into my diet. Granted, it's not like super complex veggies. I'm just adding a lot of greens as of late. So I've been eating a lot of Napa cabbage and bok choy, which is a start. It gets me somewhere, and it's good filler in my soups to make it a little bulkier without relying on noodles to bulk it up. So it's a nice change of pace, at least. You're trying to fix your nutrition because you need a ton for working out. I don't know how to help you with that because I am not a nutritionist in any way whatsoever. I am probably the worst person to ask. We gotta get this stuff built. Hopefully Mad Max Chan can get this stuff slammed out before the next attack on our dear colony. Let's have M Master quickly just reload everything. You're looking to blended protein powder food? Like, what do you mean, like a blended protein powder food? Like I don't want to say like a soup, but like something you can add like shakes? I don't recommend adding more instant noodles to your diet. That is actually like, I would never recommend that. Listen, I might be crazy, but I would never recommend adding more instant noodles to your diet. That is a very, very bad idea. I'm at least cognizant of that. I'm not that insane, but I would just be like, oh yeah, just eat more instant noodles, you'll feel better. No. Instant noodles is a junk food. I remember there was a while where I was eating 1 pack of instant noodles a day because I wanted to try so many different flavors. And then at some point, I'm like, this is really bad for me. And then I stopped. So I don't do that anymore, but I still have the water heater in my room because sometimes I actually just want to make a quick little, either like a tea or a quick broth, like from a powder, and just quickly, or like a miso soup usually, out of a mug. I think for me, my comfort food is primarily soup-based. I love soup in general, so chicken noodle soup is probably like my biggest comfort food. I've actually been wanting to try making some chicken orzo soup, which I've been meaning to do for some time, but I'm too lazy to go to the store and buy orzo. Like, it's like a rice-shaped pasta. And instead, most of the time, I just add egg noodles or fresh Chinese noodles that I picked up at the Asian market. Kind of depends what I'm in the mood for, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've been wanting to make an orzo soup. How much more does we have to do? 1.2 more days. Okay, we're almost there. Worst comes to worst, we just have 1 or 2 pawns hold the line as we wait for the ship to finally get ready. I don't think oh, can we... Where is Sai? Can't call the trade caravan in either, so we can't have assistance that way. Don't eat the borzoi. What's the borzoi? You know, okay, speaking of unrelated things, but... You know what I can't get out of my head? That one guy who came in on the YouTube chat the other day, and the first thing he said, I kid you not, was how I sounded Eastern European. And I'm like, how? I don't have a single ounce or drop of Eastern European blood in me, and that was the first thing that someone said. I was like, interesting interpretation of my voice. Have a good night, Garm. Rest well. Thank you for sharing your work in progress. I'm curious to see where the final piece goes. Yeah, I was like, that's very definitely one of the things I've never heard before. Oh boy, Sai's having a tantrum. Yay. To be fair, I think a lot of people just come in and say, like, they get confused when they hear my voice and like they're not sure what to make of it. Like, what is it supposed to be? I'll tell you what it is. English! I speak English! It's a mix of various regional accents into a weird amalgamation of generic American with a potential for accents if I really wanted to. Like, if I really want to do a Filipino accent while I stream, I could. It would probably give actual Filipinos mental damage, so I don't do that. Did I see the Rimworld blog post? Let me see. I'm pretty sure I did. Let me see. Did they post a new one, or are we talking about the one that they announced that they did last week? Yeah, I see the one they did last week for number 1. Or number 1. Wait, there's a new one today? Really? They didn't do one today. Yeah. I personally think I'm not... Oh, I'm glad you don't think I'm generic. No streamers que hablan español jugando Rimworld puedo pasar el rato aquí. Let's see what Google Translate says for that. If you can speak English, you're welcome here. If you can't speak English, feel free to listen. How do I say that in Spanish? Here, let's see what this says. You can stay even if you can't speak English, but please speak English if possible.
Puedes quedarte incluso si no hablas inglés, pero por favor habla inglés si es posible.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna rely on that. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it is fairly late anyways. Actually, I'm kind of curious what the Rimworld category looks like right now. Let's take a look. It's probably just mostly English streamers right now. I know there was like some streamer that was streaming with like 1,000 something viewers earlier, which was kind of interesting. Okay, there we go. I don't speak a lick of Spanish. I'm sorry. Like, English and Japanese are basically it. Yeah, Disnoff, that's who it was. And I can understand a smidgen of Tagalog, and that's about it. I'm sorry, I don't speak other languages. I'm not that cultured. It's basically just the weeb languages. Speaking of games, I found out doing art tomorrow. I'm curious what I should do. I speak Japanese, I can easily learn Spanish. I don't know if that's the case at all. The only reason I study Japanese is because I can I want to just learn how to read Weave content. Yeah, I know a lot of people are going crazy for Odyssey too, so I'm excited for Odyssey. I cannot wait for that to come out. Tomorrow's probably not art, but I was half considering it anyways. Just like, maybe we'll do it, but I don't know what game to stream. Because you have to remember, I come back from a martial arts class, and I'm very exhausted. It's easy to just plug in the art tablet and just go from there. And we'll see where I go with it instead, if I choose not to do art. Because swinging a sword for an hour gets incredibly tiring, unfortunately. That's just the reality of it. It's like, oh yeah, you think it's easy to... Oh, jeez. The tribesmen from the Covenant of Cambro are coming and they are attacking. They're arriving nearby. They're attacking... They want to use the sappers to stop us. Well, let's see if the sappers can sap this. Oh, jeez, I don't have turrets ready. We might not have the bolts for this. I would say just do whatever colony you feel like doing. I'm gonna do... Like, my first stream colony for Odyssey is probably just gonna be like, let's just see how vanilla... Let's just see if we can build a ship. I want to build funny ships and see how it pans out. Okay, where is... You don't have a gun. Max does not have any bullets. Arani does. Get Arani out here. You stay there. You stay there. Oh, is there an Odyssey scenario that starts with a ship already? Ooh, in that case, I might need to play that. I am curious how that's gonna pan out. There we go. You know, I'm gonna have... Yeah, Arani should be on burst fire to save on bullets. I need to make sure this one dies first. Let's see, aim shot here. Oh, I can't aim shots. Okay. That one needs to die. How goes the defense on this end? Whichever one has grenades must die. Oh, there's a new credit song? Ooh, I am now infinitely more curious. I love the credit songs in RimWorld, so I am kind of curious to see how that's going to sound. Okay, so we're going to try to snap the wall. Okay, northern flank has surrendered. Southern flank has not. Let's move Arani over here, and let's also awaken Steve. Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, maybe we'll do a vote and see what kind of scenario we're going to do for the first run of the new colony, and we'll see how we'll go from there, I think. DreamHack's about to get ripped apart, by the way. Okay, they gave up. Perfect. So let's just have over here. I'm kind of surprised at how many mods that the new patch, or the new DLC is essentially, like, sunsetting, right? Like landforms. I don't want to say it's not like completely replacing it, but it's essentially like doing functions that these other mods already had, but now in an official capacity. So, for example, Save Our Ship 2 is like a big one. They're not gonna sunset it necessarily, but it's gonna be the official way to do it. And the old mods will probably just add new content to those same things, right? Oh, I guess also true DLC locked content. I guess that's fair too. Alright, how much more do we have to defend? Let's see, these things need more bullets. Oh, we're out of bullets again. Please make more ammunition. We should have enough to make another stack. Oh, Marksman, why do you do this? I need the steel. Need steel ASAP. Let's see, is this thing ready to fire? 8 hours. Maybe we don't need to refill the turrets anymore and we just rely on what we have. Okay, let's see. You should be able to make more at the smelter. Thankfully, that's why we have this here. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited, though. I love the concept of going up into space again in Save Our Ship 2 without all the overhead of Save Our Ship 2. And I am super, super excited to see how that pans out. I just hope, like, if there's space battles, they're not as irritating. And the thing I didn't like about space battles in Save Our Ship 2 is that unless you built with enough escape, you had no choice, but you were kind of forced into a life or death in every single fight, which I was not terribly fond of. There's no evidence space battle. Okay, so it's just you have a colony in space. Actually, that might be a little nicer. If I can just have a nice little cozy farming colony in space, I would be pretty happy about that. And I can just ship in materials. Oh, I can basically... Wait. I have an idea. You could... What if you could use that grav ship system to make space colonies, right? Like a space station. And then you could live out like Elysium. I think that was the movie. Where you have all the poor slaves living on the surface, farming your food and other materials. And then you have all the rich quality pawns living up in space. Maybe I'm... I think that'll be kind of interesting if that's a thing that I can do. I found that a magic tree in Odyssey does. Oh, there's a magic tree. Wait, like the like an anima tree, or a different magic tree? There's a magic tree in DLC. Oh, okay, gotcha. Right, because there's the anima tree. There's the ideology had the dryad tree. Yeah, Garleans, and then I know Anomaly had the... What was Anomaly's tree? Harbinger trees, got it. Okay. I think we just get everyone loaded into the ship now. It's got 2 hours left. I think we just start loading it up. Mad Max... No. I think Mad Max will stay on the planet. Now that she has managed to get all of her friends to escape. Hold on, I have an idea. Let's draft everyone. Oh, interesting. That's kind of a cool concept. Alright, comrades, here it is. 2 hours until takeoff. Let's take a look at those who survived this grueling ordeal that cost the lives of so many of our dear comrades. Let's take a look one last time. Look at the beauty of it all. Maybe you should drop the rock. And apparently DreamHack has gone this entire time without wearing a shirt for some reason. I may have never given the poor guy a shirt. And then, who's Edu? Edu, you know what, let's give you a name. We're about to get off the planet. I'm gonna give Edu a name. Let's see, you are actually named KO. And for alphabetical purposes, I would like to put you... Right. Okay, hold on. Let's move everyone over here. Let's move you here. Move these guys over here. Okay, I want to keep this alphabetical. Here it is. Here is the lineup. The great ones who survived this grueling ordeal. Mad Max will stay behind because she has gotten too used to the road and she wants to stay with the Columbus even if she's by herself. That's the story that we're going with. And so she's going to drop her rifle and take Arani's. Arani passes on their great weapon. Drop this thing. And then get that rifle. And now let's get everyone into their cryopods. The reactor's ready. 1, 2. Actually, no. Let's make this more. Let's make this cooler. I wanna have a cool cinematic shot. Hold on. Let's have a cool cinematic shot. There we go. Maybe in another lifetime, they'll find Mad Max Chan once again. But for the time being, it is these brave souls that have managed to make it all the way from the top eastern corner of this accursed planet to the southwesternmost tip. Let's just quickly take a look at where we began. As soon as it loads. God, I'm ending stream. Wait, this means we're gonna end this a little earlier than I anticipated. So we started all the way up here, back when it was still a tundra. This settlement, which we never named. Or I guess we did name it, but we left it. And then we made it all the way through the Barga Taiga. Through the... Let's see, which one? I think we went down this way. Through the Red Pond Forest. Yeah, because we settled over here, near the Sardine Shoulder Sea. We made our way through the Choking Zakan. And then eventually we moved southbound through this the great unnamed desert. The Toberon wasteland. I think it was actually grassland for a while, but then global warming turned it into a desert. Made our way down here through the tangled Roro, or did we go this way? I think we went this way actually. To the Heronor Forest, down here through the Fun and Notbium Mountains. Straight through the Stentbium Desert, through Mount Balaxes? I can't pronounce any of these words. The Asol Taiga, through the Garon Mountains, near Lake Withasaberum, the Tracasea, and all the way here, next to the Old Knee Sea, where all the old people live. And then let's get into the Crypto Sleep Casket. Oops, let's get into the Crypto Sleep Caskets one at a time. No, do it all at once, yeah. Good. Everyone into your casket. Okay. That's a nice shot. That's a really nice shot. Hello there, Comrade Bolt Koala. Good evening. Alright, here it is. Mad Max stays behind. All these friends that she's made along the way, well, they'll probably be okay. Wherever they go. Let's get Mad Max onto the captain's chair. There you go. All the memories of her friends. How do I launch this thing? Here we go. You've launched the ship, and these colonists escaped. Your machine persona will now try to guide the ship to a safe place. It might find a prosperous planet in this system, or it may undertake a centuries-long journey to another star. It might even decide to hide under ice on an asteroid for a few thousand years, waiting for someone to build a new glitter world here. You'll find out when you wake up. God, Waiting for the Sun is such a banger of a track. In memory of those who fell, Alana, Goldenrod, Rare Pickle, Kefir, Hopeful Destroyer, Riston, Garm, Immortal, Hopeful Destroyer, Dreammag, Magmar, Steve, Ranu, Unholy, Ixonia, X-Slayer, Ray, Grantier, and Espio. Espio was the last sacrifice of this run. He fought valiantly until he got shot in the heart. I don't want to skip the credits. This is actually like, when did we start this run? This was after Nekograd, right? So Nekograd started in like February, so this would have been started in like, I want to say like late April's when we started this colony. So it's been about like 2 months for this colony to end. That sounds about right, because we went through about 4, almost 5 in-game years for this colony. Which is actually probably one of the longest colonies I've had, because I think it's usually in a lot of the older colonies, it gets really nasty. And we only get like through 2 years because people are buying like a bajillion pawns and the game slows to an absolute crawl. Maybe if Twitch Toolkit is updated at some point, we'll, oh my gosh, it's speeding up. We'll do a run where people are allowed to buy pawns in, but I don't think we'll do that for quite some time still. I think I want to avoid doing that. Is there any names in here that we can spot? Let's see. Volunteer testers. And any names that I know? Nope, okay. Okay, these are translations. Waiting for the sun. Yeah. Anomaly localization, Japanese localization. Mods. Oh yeah, look at all the mods. Don't look at my mod list. Don't look at my mod list. Hey, I see Espio's name. Oh god. It's long. It's quite long. Wait, where's the Alana name on here? We're using Alana content. I'm not seeing Yeah, I don't see Alana's name on here at all. There we go. Thanks for playing. And all that's left is Mad Max, who rides the Columbus, leaving behind everything else. If I can... There we go. She goes off onto her new journey, alone. Her and the turrets that she calls her friends. This would be a lot more dramatic if this thing wasn't, like, stuttering. Oh god, it's really trying to move. Hello, Skylet. Can I replay the save from 4 hours ago? You look away for a second? Oh wait, Skylet can't hear me. There we go. There it is. Leaving the site. No, I think it was just the vehicle was lagging. That said, my TPS is at 50 right now. Oh. Alright. Let's form a vehicle caravan with the Columbus. Only Mad Max. And everything else that she wants to bring along with her. Which to say is not much. You know what? I think she'll keep her bolt action rifle, which is a poor quality rifle this whole time, but it means a lot to her. And off she goes on her merry way to the mysterious Master Shrine. Hold on, before we do anything, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save so that on a new save file, the second save file set, in case I want to load back, we can. However, let's have Mad Max visit this mysterious shrine real quick. I am just kind of curious what's gonna happen if we do. We have time to kill anyways. Anyways, did you enjoy the Grand Caravan run? I think the Grand Caravan run was an interesting experience with Vehicle Map Framework. I liked Vehicle Map Framework, aside from the wacky bugs that it had. I'm glad that it was compatible with Combat Extended and a bunch of other stuff that I would normally use. It had its quirks, and I had to learn how to play around them. But I think the main draw of it was it forced me to actually move between maps quite a bit, which I enjoyed. Would I do a run like this again in the near future? Probably not. I think this thing is a little buggy and I don't want to do that again. I think I'm going to be glad to go back to a normal colony run after all of this has been said and done. So, we'll return to... I'm not going to normalcy. 3 out of 10, too much crunching on vehicles? Fair enough. That is a fair enough assessment. Have a good night, son. Alright, how about this? What is your rating of me as a entertainer for this run, rather than the quality of the run itself? Because I know the quality of the run was a hot mess, and I think the game might have exploded. Okay, so it actually doesn't want to load Mad Max in here, which is really funny. There we go. Have a good night, Kahila. Rest well. 0 out of 10 keeps the 9 out of a cat girl. 10 out of 10 was an endless train wreck with no rails. I like to see that. I like this dichotomy. Let me screenshot that real quick. I'm just gonna screenshot that real fast. I'm just gonna post that on Discord because that's a good comment. Let's see. How would you rate my quality as an entertainer this run? Listen, I'm not a cat, okay? I'm very much a human. I like to be a human amongst a sea of cats and cat girls and cat people, VTubers that... I'm not gonna say the word plague the internet, but they're everywhere. Anyways, can I actually move this? Oh god, I might not be able to move this. Ah, we're stuck already. Cool. Alright, well... Fox, not cat, sure. Alright. That has to get lumped into one word. But I'll do that. There you go, Kahila, just for you. Oh my god, we're stuck already? Oh, this entire run has been a mess. Hold on. I at least want to check the shrine out while we're here. Hold on, let's get Mad Max Chan over here. I don't think she got the skills inherited from whichever pawn had it. At the very least, I want Mad Max to at least see what's inside of the shrine. Let's take a peek. I want to know. Oh my god, I'm getting 130 TPS. I guarantee you I'm going to open this and it's going to be completely fraught with accursed demons that I'm not going to be able to kill. Oh boy, what did I just press? Alright, here's our friends. Alright, we call... Oh god, my TV is cratered. Alright, so these are our allies. They're equipped with full charge weapons and... Well, mostly charge weapons and trooper armor. Oh yeah, let's see. Alright, let's just go over here. You know what, I'm just gonna god mode this. Screw it. Mad Max has learned the ancient art of telekinesis and is able to dismantle entire walls at a distance. Oh god, what is in here? I just want to know what's in these because we didn't get to explore these last time because we didn't have a chance, but I want to know what's in here. So that's the only reason I'm doing this right now. What is in here? Okay, so they're active. They're gonna kill each other now. What's in here? Yeah, I think it's just it's an ancient danger on. Wait, is it an unfog command? Oh, huh. Okay, wait, so I just click here. And then I just go all the way here. Oh, interesting. Wow, there's a lot here. Okay, so there's crypto sleep caskets that are... Okay, I can't... Oh, here, dev mode, open these. Those had people. This one had people. What else is it? There's a lot of just random crypto sleep caskets. Let's see, this one had what? We're just seeing what's in here. I'm not gonna actually fight it. There's... Okay, that's fine. Okay, what's up here? This one had enemies, and now they're gonna hopefully fight those. That's probably gonna cause explosions. Oh, jeez. So my understanding is that we actually broke the quest chain. No. So what actually happened is we broke the quest chain. So what's supposed to happen is that one of our pawns should be what's called like the bearer of the oh jeez, Mad Max Chan, I'm not gonna have you die. Sorry, you are immortal in this timeline. So I'm just gonna have you teleport all the way over here. So yeah, and then so I can't remember who it was but I might have been Greywind. And the idea is that they're supposed to arrive at this location, and after you clear it all out, you get a new special... what's the word I'm thinking of? You get like a brand new ultra uber special sidecast that will help, and then you can progress down the storyline over and over, and you repeat this a couple times. However, we basically skipped that entire plot line because, one, I did not have the skills to... What is happening? What is this thing? Oh, right, this is... Yeah, it's from Caravan Adventurers, and I guess that's using its super special attack. Huh. Anyways, yeah, so anyways, explosions. That, let's see, is there any other crypto sleep caskets? Oh, hold on, there's a batch here. Let's see, what do we got? Dying people. Nothing in there. Reopen that one. I think that's all of them. Oh, hold on. Yeah, the Chosen One quest got mucked because... I think initially it was Ray, but then Ray died. And then because we shipped them off to space, it broke the quest line, and so the quest line no longer functions as intended. So instead, we get to watch a slideshow as my game runs at 6 frames per second at 10 TPS, as we hope something answers all of this nonsense. That thing is just gonna keep spinning. Like, this thing is just doing a lot of damage. Does this thing kill anything yet? Let's see. Actually, not doing that much damage. I assume its weapons might not work correctly. So, yeah, I think the idea is that you're supposed to win this fight, and then if you win the fight, you get the cool artifact, MacGuffin. Yeah, this Beyblade mech is really funny to look at. I don't even know if it's actually doing damage correctly. It's just kind of spinning. I don't actually... Yeah, I mean, it's doing a lot of damage, so I guess it's actually hurting. Oh, God. It also has a lot of, armor. Oh, here we go. So... XT1... Okay, I don't know what's happening. Oh, whoa! Its sprite is broken, too! Are we just gonna... I just want to watch this I just want to watch this unfold. Can they actually kill this thing? They've actually inflicted a lot of damage onto it. But it's coated in this ridiculous shield. Yeah, it also has a default times 70% damage incoming multiplier, so it's basically 30% DR, which is kind of nutty. And then obviously these guys are fighting the other robots in here. So there's a full-on war, and they're not able to kill it. They're also distracted by trying to kill the Centipede Blaster. Oh my gosh. Actually, wait, hold on. I can probably see the damage here. So it's just so it's not even slicing them. It's just causing bruises. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, it's just causing bruises and cracking their bones. It's not actually like cutting them apart like a Beyblade. It's I'm incredibly intrigued, and I want to see where this stupid thing goes. Come on, I'm not participating in this fight, but I want to see it. I want to see this fight. Yeah, the armor penetration might be a little low. It's actually, I'm kind of curious now. Let's take a look. Can I actually see that in this info stats? Okay, so 2 left blade and 2 right blades. The damn. Okay, that's fine. Melee DPS. Let's see. Here we go. Melee armor penetration 30. Oh, actually. Yeah, no, it's really. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so slashing, it's 5 and 15, which if you're up against, what, trooper armor, it's probably, or marine armor, it's probably hard to punch through that. Yeah, because marine armor would have, yeah, the blunt would be enough to survive it. Yeah. It's using the slashes rather than the pierces, that's why it's not doing that much damage. However, I don't think they actually can't kill it, surprisingly. I mean, they're still fighting it to the bitter end, and I actually want to see what happens if it dies. Let's see, how many... Gosh, look at all the injuries. Reactors, food processors, the blades, the legs, the feet. Its manipulation is dropping, its movement is dropping. Come on, they still got bullets. They can keep going. This thing must have insane armor. What's this thing's armor? Let's see here. Okay, so its armor is 24 and 7.5, so 24. I think most of the guns aren't enough. Okay, they gave up. Our allies are cowards. They did not want to fight to the bitter end to defeat the Beyblade of Doom. What a shame. They bring dishonor to their clan. How could they not sit here and fight to the bitter end and defeat this cruel beast? Well, we'll probably dev mode kill it, because I'm curious. Oh my gosh, wait. Yeah, so Greywind. Greywind can't make sense of it. However, Greywind seems to recall a long-forgotten spell called the Ancient Meditation. Greywind's not here anymore. When Crystal Sight's mechanical body came to rest, loud scratching starts to hollow around the ruins. Something woke up. What does that mean? Oh, okay, so as soon as that happens, mechanoids suddenly wake up. Wait, can I teleport you back in here? Where are you? Alright, Greywind, get back here. Hold on. You're coming back. Hold on. What weird ancient power did you just unlock? You learned the ability to teleport back to this reality. What is this skill? Ancient Meditation. So it's really funny. First of all, you don't have enough heat capacity for this. Absorbs psychic energy from nature and restores it for the user. Other colonists standing close. Okay, so basically it's a gain neural heat or gain psychic energy. So I assume it restores psi focus for you and nearby allies. You already have mystical light, which increases traveler's speed, and a bunch of other ones that don't really matter. Interesting. Well, at least we know what that gave us. And so the plot line is Greywind teleports Mad Max out of here after all to be free from this abominable realm into the void. Where will Mad Max show up next? It's anyone's guess. Ooh, spooky. What a run. Gaze upon the Columbus and all of its glory. This stupid land ship that we spent way too long trying to build. I love it. It may be a terrible ship, but hey, I had a lot of fun just having turrets. Okay. Could I have designed this better? Absolutely. But I think the way it's currently designed has its own unique charm to it. I don't know. Who knows where Mad Max ended up? Maybe Mad Max will show up in a future run as a guest character. In fact, just in case I want to do that, let me quickly save you. Hold on, let's quickly trim your injuries out of here. And let's just quickly save you. You never know when Mad Max is gonna show up again. All right. I think we're developing the Yukinoro Research Institute Rimworld lore by adding a character that can maybe progress through future runs that's not a viewer pawn. You know what I mean? Maybe Mad Max Chan is the protagonist we needed. Hello, Dreamag, how are you? There's some plot line here about killing the thing, but it's fine. There's no one left. Alright. And thus ends the story of the Grand Caravan. Alright, let's see. Who am I rating at this hour? Let's raid Hooby. We'll raid Hooby, who's playing Alan Wake. Alright, comrades. It's late. I have to get ready for sleep. I have things I need to do. I need to prep my lunch for tomorrow and all sorts of other stuff. I hope you enjoyed the story of the Grand Caravan and the journey that the great Ohioans took from the northeastern corner to the southwesternmost tip of this planet in order to escape off of this accursed land. So there is no Rimworld next Monday. I will do Rimworld that week though, and I will try to play it essentially on 1.6, and I am going to do my best to strip out as many mods as I can. Maybe I should just strip out all the mods and just start from scratch. Maybe adding a few like cosmetic mods and that should be it, right? That should be fine, right? Hopefully. Anyways, we'll see. I'm excited to see what the Joy 1.6 will bring. We could also try a new game. What new game do you want to think about? Play 1.6. Play vanilla. Even with cosmetic mods. We'll see. We'll see. I'll take a look at All Will Fall. Otherwise, have a good night. Say hi to Hooby. I'm gonna go get ready to go to sleep. Hopefully you enjoyed the Grand Caravan, and I will be back tomorrow with something. Good night, and rest well.
Well, thank you so much, Kashiwa. Hope you had a great stream. I know you're probably in a rush to